Ow.
I'm not. Am I still there? Oh, I am. Oh, shit.
I'll go ahead and mute that.
Tyler just got himself a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
That's very...
Yeah, it was very nice of you, actually. Thank you.
All right. Someone's real loud, they say. It's probably me. I will turn myself way down.
Oh, yeah, it's something we didn't... You're all set, you see. Oh, they probably already had the volume on, like, really short, too, so yours must be fucking loud. Mic check, 1, 2.
Everything sounds good to me.
Good.
Yeah, you guys sound good to me. The volume's good for me. I like that cup, River.
Me and Sax are doing the heavy breathing anaerobics.
Yoga, in and out.
Randy, how's your mic now?
Hello, hello. Am I loud, chat?
See, it's gonna be hard because you
Is
sound
it good or is it better? You sure? Am I louder than them by a large margin? As the same as the rest. Okay. Thank you, Goober. Thank you, Snuffles.
awesome.
I don't think Randy can be loud enough.
I
So
could
velvety.
definitely be loud enough. Ear-splitting screeches are not good. Okay. So, chat, you should be looking at character portraits in the bottom left corner, players, cameras in all their cells. Everybody's in the right frame. I didn't mess that up. Good. Cool.
Everybody is like coming over Jackie right now.
Jackie. Just like
Raya, you are so beautiful.
Oh my.
I was asking the DM if there's any romantic relationships, and they were like, you can, it doesn't have to be with Bustin. It could be with another girl. And
Freya,
And
I'm
I
looking at you.
completely-
Or another guy.
That's what I said when they said it. I was like,
Cragmore.
Wow.
You never know.
I don't know. River's blue skin is just enticing me. I don't know.
Listen.
The two colorful characters.
I only date giants.
Only giants. Well,
I've got news for you.
Baqarah kind of scares me because I'm afraid she's gonna just set me on fire if I piss her off.
I'll
Have
do
a
more
little
than that, baby.
domestic.
Oh my god.
I like that she's like glowing against the black background. That's a really fucking cool effect.
okay. So, take your last looks at chat. All of you newbies, at least for this first session, you are not allowed to look. Chat.
I'm not.
You're not. I'm sorry.
It'll
no.
be distracting. It'll distract the hell out of you.
So
I just won't look. I won't look.
That's not allowed. Close
I
it.
won't look.
Close
I
it.
won't look.
Close it.
No. I love you guys so much.
So my pair of veteran players, if you feel like looking at chat for reasons, I will trust you to do so. But newbies, for the first 6 or 7 sessions, no chat for you. 6 or 7, I know, it's tough.
It'll go by fast.
That's a lot.
It will. Chat, you heard that. You will not be able to talk to most of us. I will look over once in a while. I know Dungeon and Pepper will do the same every once in a while, but I would not count on a lot of interactivity because that's not the point of D&D. That being said, I'm going to go on a small spiel / rant about Dungeons and Dragons because I know a lot of you in the audience are new to this. Those of you coming from Tyler or Lauren's streams, you're used to your community content, you're used to interaction, you're looking for all that. It's not what we're here for. This is a content piece. We're going to play something, we're going to make a good story, we're going to be having fun with each other, and we genuinely hope that you're enjoying that. But that being said, the likelihood... Echo. Just one person. Who's got an echo? I mean, it's me. I know I have a smile echo, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment.
Should have hung that blanket. Sorry.
Should have hung that blanket.
You'll be fine. I remember I zoned out to it pretty fast, so I wouldn't sweat.
You'll get used to it, chat. So, there's not a lot of likelihood you're going to be hearing from us during the game. We will take a break in the middle. Everybody can go pee, and we'll talk to chat, and everything will be good. Get some water. But before and after, it's not going to be, there's not going to be a lot happening between the two, us and you. other things. It is important that, for many reasons, that they're not looking at chat, because you guys, especially those of you who are watching us every week and all the time, are going to be listening to the story. And some of you might figure stuff out that the players don't. Some of you might notice connections that they haven't. And if you spoil that for them, it ruins the game for them. Because I'm an asshole. And if you spoil one of my puzzles for a player, I'm going to take the solution out of the puzzle. That's just the way it's going to be.
No metagaming.
No metagaming.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I've got to get my notebook.
Lauren's already drunk.
Yeah.
Testaments to not eating.
Yeah, breakfast, that's it. That's really good with wine, I hear. That's
I
really
was
good
gonna
picture.
get Subway, but we just didn't have time.
No eating fresh for you.
Time to turn my fan up to 11, as it's already warm.
Same.
Read that now. Nope,
Nice.
still doesn't work.
Nice. You're
Backwards.
crunned.
I'm cruned, y'all.
Crumbed. Okay. So that's the early spiel. I'm sure lots of people have questions. I know we have plenty of veteran D&D players in chat, so if you do have questions about the way the game works, not necessarily this game, but D&D in general, feel free to ask. They will help you.
Nope.
That's not cut it. The last and most important thing is actually a comment to my veterans in chat. As those of you who are players and maybe not watchers of D&D have not had, maybe heard this speech yet, everybody runs D&D differently. I run D&D different than your DM runs it or than you run it. My game is not going to be the same as yours. The rules that we follow are not going to be exactly the same. I'm a roleplay heavy, combat light kind of DM, and I don't much care about the rules when it comes to making content enjoyable and fun. Now, of course, I'm still going to adhere to the system, and things are going to work like they're supposed to, so that balance is maintainable. But if something's not rules as written, or the players forget their class features, that's okay. Players forget stuff. In real life, you forget things, and sometimes you suffer for it. It happens. And sometimes we're going to get the rules wrong, and that's going to be okay, too. You'll be all right. Everything's going to be fine.
It's not the end of the world. Who knew?
Yeah, the number one goal is death, followed by fun.
True.
Yeah.
In that order, preferably.
Good to know.
Okay. I think that's all of my announcement-y things. With that, let me make sure I got all my stuff up and running. I think we're in a good spot. Okay. Yep, we're all here and everything's good. So, the last thing we're going to do before actually getting started is I'm going to read the hook to you so that you guys know what's going on. And then I'll recap session 0 very briefly, just so you know what the last things that happened were. The story hook. Let me move this over to the camera. Oh, wait, no, if I move it over there, everyone will have to look at that instead of the cameras. I guess I'll just look off screen for a while. The Holy Empire of Keth rampages across the great continent of Elan. Its immortal emperor, Kethmont, leads his undying army from the western sea in a devastating line of destructive efficiency. Rumor states that Kethmont brought no more than a handful of raiders with him on a raft across the vast ocean, but the fishing village he landed in became the seed to his unstoppable fighting force. Now he sweeps the land, traveling from kingdom to kingdom, demanding fealty and the installment of his own government from all conquered citizens. The alternative is a fight against overwhelming numbers that none have yet to win. Valiant battles from large and powerful kingdoms have repeatedly fallen before the Holy Empire. Those who fled rather than capitulate tell tales of an army that never dies, and with each victory grows in number. The map of Olan is now dotted by conquered city-states, kingdoms, and even the Empire of the Fishermen, known for its brutality and military might. They, too, number among Kethmont's forces now. Each conquered land is forced to adopt a new style of government and modify its name in order to signify new allegiance. Most recent to fall to the countless blades, Raketh is a mere 7 days in recovery from its heavy military losses. Kethmont and his army traveled on 3 days past after ensuring the new governors and politicos had been placed. A remnant force stays behind to both protect the city and enforce the new way of life upon the reluctant citizens. Now you're picking up the pieces. You're one of the conquered, or perhaps a hanger-on of the army assigned to the newly captured capital of Raketh. Maybe you come from a previously conquered region, or one of the nomadic bands that chose to join rather than fight. However, it's not all death and tragedy. In the week they've been putting in the new laws, the brutality has given way to efficient government. The new system of government seems shockingly effective, and if anything, sounds better organized than the previous monarchy ever managed to be. The nobility is very unhappy about the change in the status quo, but the poor have received much-needed essentials, and simple but effective housing is in the works very quickly. Suspicion is worn openly on every face of the conquered, but the only people being jailed or killed are dissenters and those that would decry the new system of government. The newly installed government has placed a decree in all major locations throughout the city that those who would style themselves adventurer must report to the courtyard outside the central keep that now houses the majority of government officials, instead of the old royal family. A warning at the bottom of the posting states that any adventurer who does not show will be executed without trial or appeal. Brutality and efficiency are the only reliable descriptors that precede the Holy Empire, so you know that hiding and bribery aren't likely avenues of escape. It's either show up or run. So you're showing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks. I don't know about all that, but okay.
Woo!
Alrighty. That's all the things. Everybody's here and good. All right, so recapping Session 0. Of the 6 players, they made 3 Session 0 pairs. Coincidentally, all the people who lived together and then the 2 veterans all paired up. So in whatever roundabout method, some of the characters have been following the army or pursuing the armor, doing things that got them here for many years, as it is a very large continent. It takes a long time to cross. Others lived nearby and have only been following them for weeks or months. Through their travels, they met up with some others, but not the full group until just recently, when they all happenstancely, as is convenient in stories, found their way outside to a temporary inn as the gates closed on the city of of Raketh. And because they closed the gates at 11, so they showed up late, or they got delayed and ended up stuck outside in this lovely little tent that was an inn room. You talking to somebody, Pepper? You're not talking to somebody? Okay. Talking to Mutual.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently, my roll 20 isn't working.
Oh,
crap.
Unfortunate.
Refresh it.
All your rolls just gonna have to default to 20.
I
I
guess
tried
so.
to
What
Or
a
Don't
one.
worry.
shame. What a shame.
Just roll real dice.
I wouldn't mind playing a 50-50 game. Only 1s and 20s.
Oh my god,
That'd
it'd
be
be so cool.
interesting.
That would
Yeah.
be really interesting, actually. We should do a little special one time.
That'd be fun.
Oh.
As long as it applies to NPCs too.
Right.
Mm.
So the party met up outside of the city, just outside the gates, as they closed for the night. There's a temporary inn made of large tenting and canvas because there's so many people traveling into Raketh, refugees or follow-ups after the war has passed on. Sad.
Just keep talking, Randy. Go, Randy. You're not supposed to be
Don't
distracted
let us
by me.
distract you.
All right,
Jesus,
all right, all
what
right.
kind of dungeon master are you?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's like just keep talking, Randy. We're
Don't
not
look at
doing
the
Don't
screen
anything.
full of
even pay
moving
attention to
things.
what's
This is
happening.
my titties. Okay.
What?
Did I hear just my titties? That seems.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Flashes my titties.
I
Never
see,
mind.
I
Go,
see.
Randy.
Okay.
Well, our stream lasted 34 minutes before we started talking about boobs.
True. Good. Solid D&D. Perfect
Oh,
D&D.
my bad.
During the night, the outdoor inn was assaulted by a gang of gnolls, during which our separate but heroic adventurers banded together to fight off the incursion of angry dog people. The guards came outside a little too late. The adventurers have already finished everyone off, but lauded their great performance. Obviously led by the amazing Captain Cragmore, the war hero and veteran of recent battles.
Naturally, of course.
We pick up the morning after. Everyone's gotten a full night's sleep. The sun rises. The breakfast is free and plentiful, as the people who are keeping this inn are very appreciative of the protection they received. The gate opens at 6, as I mentioned in our session 0, and those of you who are early risers can have already made your way into the city, and those of you who are fond of sleep probably wake up around 9:30 or 10 so that you get inside with plenty of time.
Or if we were drunk.
Look, some people who are drunk still bust their ass and get up early. It just, you got to do what you got to do.
Okay, I'm definitely not that.
Not you, though. Got it.
Definitely not that. Sorry.
So, I will make a brief foray into our combat overlay. Actually, you know what? We'll do that later. I was going to show them the map, but we'll get there in a moment. You guys the players can currently see the world map, which we've shared offline for those of you who are interested. And I'll get the cameras aren't fixed on that overlay, so I'll get that set up here momentarily. Anyways, it's currently 10:15 in the morning, and you know that the call to adventure, its meeting, is at 11. You're to meet in the central courtyard, and I'm going to move you guys to the city map now so that you know where that is. You're entering the southern gate. The primary courtyard is that big white square in front of the fanciful-looking keep.
Oh, I'm so zoomed out. Oh, shit.
It's a very large map.
Oh, God, yes.
He looks so good, man.
And we're where?
map.
We're where?
He looks
You
so
entered
good.
the southern gate.
Okay.
Do we have to use markers while we're in the city to know where we are, or no?
Not necessarily.
We get free. We kind of get freedom play because it's not in combat or anything like that.
Correct.
Like, okay, cool. Okay.
Like, if stuff's happening, we'll go ahead and, put you out there. Or if, you guys split up and say, I'm going here, and I'm going here, and I'm going here, maybe I'll move you around just to help keep track. But in general, this is just to give you an idea of what everything looks like.
Cool.
So, you entered either in the morning and you've been doing something, or you entered in the afternoon and it's just about time for the meeting, and you're hurrying across the city. Now, this is a capital of a major kingdom. It's a big city. It's going to take you an hour or more to walk from the gate into the primary courtyard. I know. That's good, and mostly this is because the city's packed with people. There's a press on the roads. If it was empty, maybe like half an hour. It's a long way, but it's mostly just because of the contents of the city itself.
Okay.
So we're gonna go around the table here, talk about what you've been doing since you woke up. Whether you woke up early, whether you woke up late, where you've been. Top left on my screen is Freya. What have you been doing since you woke up? When did you wake up?
Okay, so I was probably one of the first people that was up and awake.
Mm-hmm.
Just so stoked for the day. I'm bouncing on the balls of my feet, just full of excitement. And I guess once we were let into the gates, I'm super short, right? So I just imagine myself squeezing past people and just being lost in the crowd. And I don't know, I guess there's just looking around, making my way there, and then once I got there, I just kind of stayed there, and then I just started meeting people going around.
Would you say you were in a hurry, or did you explore?
I probably go straight there and then just hang around. And what is this place where we met?
You met outside the southern gate at a tent, basically. I will put an X where that is. It was here.
So we're not inside yet?
You were not inside in the morning. The gates opened at 6 and you entered. As an early riser, you were among the first to get inside. You made your way downtown. You were walking fast, and many faces passed, but you weren't homebound.
Perfect.
Thanks. I try.
Is there a time that we were supposed to meet at the
11 a.m. is the
Knock, please.
is the meeting.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
God,
I'm
you
just
fucking-
asking out of God.
But once we get inside, where
Moron.
are we meeting?
So inside you're meeting in the courtyard, the great courtyard. That's what you've been told. Now, you guys are not acting as a group yet. You barely know each other. At the most, you might have gone with your session 0 pairing, but it would not be strange at all to go alone and make your way to that courtyard. All right.
Yeah.
So you make your way. You speed there, and then you look around the courtyard itself. You get the first look at the city. It's heavy press in the southern half, on the southern side of the river. This is where all of the peasant to lower middle class kind of housing is, and they are thick along the roads. You see pathways leading off to what are probably market spaces, maybe communal wells, the occasional tree, but most of the city's paved over. Finally, you reach this central line, the river that passes through, and cross over the bridge, which is kind of heavily guarded. Not aggressively, just that they are making a point of keeping a certain kind of people from crossing the bridge. You look around, and it's pretty much the poor people. It's not a toll bridge, so to speak, but if you don't have a certain amount of clothing, you're probably looked at with derision.
Okay.
With what?
Derision. They look down upon you.
We need a
Okay.
definition on that word, please.
I'm only asking for Nuck. Okay.
Right,
Yeah, I'm
Of
not-
course,
obviously.
I know what this
Of
means.
course.
Yes, of course.
I have very light clothing on, but like I guess I don't look poor.
Right, you look like an adventurer. You have, robes, a glowing crystal, which you wouldn't expect most could afford. You stand out. You look like a proper anime hero. Your hair's white, and everybody else around you is brown.
Anime is
Thank you.
huge in
That's
this realm.
exactly what I was going for. Anime
Right,
character.
perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. Next
I was
up,
going for realism.
Dang it.
That's too bad.
All right, next up in my clockwise order is Cragmore. When did you wake up? What have you been doing?
Oh, Cragmore woke up whenever the guards came in and pushed him out of bed.
So like 10:45, and you had to run, or what?
No. I'm sure the guard duty, because he took over for guard duty for the 10th that night. A prompt 6 o'clock when they
Nice.
were tearing.
Oh, you mean guard wake up hours? Gotcha.
Right,
Yes,
exactly.
a prompt 6 for sure.
Yeah, so he groggily falls out of bed, grabs his stuff, saunters in the city, finds his middle-class house somewhere, does the blackout curtains, sets his internal alarm or magic alarm. I don't know if those are a thing in the city yet, for 10:30, and is going to be ready for the meetup.
Okay.
Does he cross anyone's path on the way to his house?
Oh, you live there. I forgot. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's
I almost
a
forgot.
local.
I almost forgot that you just. Yeah, I was like, wait.
The only
Holy shit! I'm sorry.
The only people whose paths you cross that would be worth of noting would be other guards that you're familiar with. Like
Okay.
you know plenty of people in the city. You've been living here long enough, but nobody wakes up at 6 but guards and farmers.
It's true. So just like head nods and subs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you set another alarm, and you're making your way, just barely before time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that far away. He'll leave
Sure.
15 minutes before.
All right. Cool. So Quilina, when do you wake up? How do you get there?
You don't know me enough yet to
True.
call me
My
Quelly,
bad.
please.
My bad.
I've been awake for a long time because I don't have to sleep. I just have to meditate for 4 hours.
True.
So people think that I wasn't hearing everything, but I was totally hearing everything, all the drunk rambles and everything. I'm a note taker, all right? I hope y'all know. I don't know who the fuck I am. I don't even know what an Eladrin is. I go to the library first thing in the morning because this is the first time I've ever been to a huge city like this. And my mom never told me anything. And I don't have a dad. And Sax doesn't talk to me. And she just... So I go to the library. And I talk to the librarian. I say, I change colors. And I don't know why. Nobody else changes its colors.
He gives you a cream for that.
Ma'am, that's leprosy. Get your shit together.
I'm gonna need you to go to the doctor, not the library, bitch.
No, so I walk up to the librarian and I say, ma'am, I change colors and I don't know why. Do you?
Okay. She looks you once over. I mean, are you sick?
No, I feel fine.
When do you change?
Not very often. It's usually when I feel like something, like a mood, a feeling that just really washes over me, but it's not very often. I'm pretty stable as a person.
You don't look old enough for mood swing problems.
Mm-mm.
No?
Definitely not.
Well, you got pointy ears. I got lots of books about pointy-eared people.
Do you have books about elves?
They got pointy ears, right?
I thought you were a librarian. You
Oh
dumb
no, I
bitch.
just worked the desk. Did you want to talk to a librarian?
I would love to talk to a librarian.
Oh, I'm sorry. She bustles off and hunts down a librarian. Comes out looking significantly more bookish. Yes. How can I help you, madam?
Hi. I'm trying to kind of look into my ancestry. I change colors. Do you know what kind of race or what type of people do that?
Are you an orphan?
No.
Did you consider asking your parents?
I don't have a dad, and I left from my mother a long time ago, and she didn't tell me anything about my backstory, about who I am.
Poor parenting. Unfortunate. Yes, we have lots of books. You're an Eladrin. Did she tell you that?
An Eladrin? How do you spell that?
Eladrin.
Okay. Do you have any books about this?
Plenty.
Okay. Can you lead me there? I would love to research this.
Well, we don't let random peasantry into the library, but if you'd like to pay your way, or I can retrieve books for you, and we can dedicate you a study space.
Sax comes out of nowhere and just starts pestering the librarian, saying, "Do you know who this is?" And she's invisible, and she's just attacking you, and all of a sudden,
so there's
I'm sitting there like, "Excuse me."
So you gave her a deep voice, but since it's an itty bitty picture, she's invisibly floating near his face, going, "Do you know who this is?"
Yes, precisely.
All right. Madam, please take your ghost and leave. We do not allow ghosts or poltergeists in the library.
No, ma'am, please. I'm so sorry. I just really want to look up about Eladrins. I.
And then you suck your ghost on me.
No, that was just, I can't control her sometimes. She's just trying to help me.
So sometimes you can control your ghost.
Right. No. Okay. Sorry. No, not a ghost. She's a pixie. Stay there. Stop it. Okay.
So you brought a pixie into a library.
Yes. Is that against the rules?
Look, I get that maybe you weren't told a whole lot. Pixies, classically speaking, are very destructive little devils.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sax. No, she's just a little upset because, I mean, to call me a peasant, that's a little rude, don't you think? I'm just coming here to the library just to read some books. Why
Madam, I meant no offense. If you look around, you'll see that no one here is covered in leaves except for you.
Actually, these leaves are very powerful, so I would advise you not to talk about that.
Be that as it may, we do not respond to threats nor dirtiness.
I'm not.
You're doing great. You're doing really good. You're doing really good.
Now, madam, let me repeat myself. If you'd like to pay your way in, or we can retrieve books upon your behalf and dedicate you a study space. However, we will not allow you within the stacks.
That's okay. I understand. I would like the latter. Could you please fetch me some Eladrin books?
Certainly.
And I will settle in my own space.
All right. He clicks his fingers and sends off several lower-level librarians. He walks you over to basically an area of cubicles where other people are, breaking in the dawn light with their studies, or perhaps many of them don't look like they've slept. Academy students, what can you do? Some time passes and they show up with more books. They pile maybe a dozen of them around you, far more than you have time to read, especially in the hours that you have allotted to you. And so, we do hereby christen this game with the first roll. Please make an investigation check.
Give me about 5 minutes to find the investigation button.
Good plan.
I see it. Did I roll?
You actually have to roll to find the investigation button.
You did roll.
Oh my! The first roll of the game is a 1.
The first roll of the game is a 2.
Kill, motherfucker!
Oh
please.
wow!
Bullet dodged.
Yeah.
If it was a 1, we had to cancel and just start
right.
over.
Yeah, really.
So we fire everyone and start
Recreate
over.
everything.
Game over.
Make a new character sheet.
Chat, for those of you who've never used Roll20 before, nat 1s are red numbers and nat 20s are green. She has a bonus of 1, which you can see in the bar on the bar next to where it says investigation. So she rolled a 2 and got a +1. So therefore she has a 3. Okay.
Oh, the Roll20 bar looks great over there, man.
I know.
Yeah,
That's really nice. I can read it.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Okay, so you realize that you weren't really brought up as a reader. You can read. It's a thing you can do. But you grew up in the woods being taught how to do outdoorsy things.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the opportunity to read books was something that was rare and for like boredom times, not something you pursued proactively. Studying is basically something you've never done. So you start to peruse these books, and several times you do see the word Eladrin. You're like, and so you hit those portions hard, and most of what you learn can be found in the player's handbook. That you are from a race that natively originates from the Feywild, an alternative or offshoot of the material plane, home to mostly denizens of the Fey races, to which Pix belongs as a pixie. While Eladrin are not technically Fey, they are as close as any of the material realm races ever get. You're a peculiarity among elves, but a common face in the Feywilds.
Wow, would you look at that? Look at
Right?
these books. I can barely read, but shit, I found something I didn't know.
You find brief mentions of the coloration changes. It doesn't seem to go into great detail. It's just that it can happen based on mood swings, but seems to be more often based on like major life events. So it relates a single exemplary story where the death of a family member caused an Eladrin to turn blue, or in common terminology, winter.
Thank you, book.
You're welcome, lady.
It talks.
The book
Only in her
smells-
head.
This is the world of magic, okay?
It does what it wants.
Nuck, please.
So, Quelly
She's a walking.
spends
So she's a walking mood ring.
a little bit. Mostly major life changes, not just when she gets mad, she turns red. So, Quelly spends her morning in research, not finding any great secrets, but definitely some good information. And then she puts her headphones back on. I will confirm that she spent her morning in books and has no other time to do anything. She finds it's, oh my gosh, 20 minutes to 11, and she hurries from the library. Continuing our clockwise rotation, we have Baqarah. When did you wake up, and what have you been doing?
Well, I made my way over to my temple very early in the morning, just before sunrise, and I have planned to meet up with my uncle as soon as we've had time to figure out where we're gonna go after this. And yeah, I'm hoping I'll just stumble upon my uncle again, but I'm not really too concerned with where he is.
Okay. So
You don't know where my house is?
She's never been. You always came to her.
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
true. I mean, probably not even thinking about that
Yeah.
stuff.
So you head over to the Temple of the Raven Queen. You make your way up to Temple Row, which is just on the other side of the Raven Queens. Anyways, is just on the other side of the river, up in the richer districts. There are two separate sections that might be called Temple Row. One in the poor quarter, one in the rich quarter. Smaller or more secular faiths are kind of only represented in one or the other, but the majors are in both. So you have to cross the river to find the Raven Queens. Yeah, well, you can only afford to be in one religion. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So you have to cross the river. They don't bat an eye at you. You look like a priestess. You far too fancy to belong here. They don't even bother. You cross over. You find the Temple of the Raven Queen. You go about your morning prayers, seeking answers or asking questions as you normally would do. You pass the time in solace and try and figure out if this is where she wants you to be. Unfortunately, you don't hear shit. But what can you do?
As is faith.
Gods are fickle. The morning passes, and you head over with a good amount of time, hoping you can stumble upon your uncle in the courtyard. Nuck, when did you wake up? How do you feel? What are you doing?
Okay, so I wake up painstakingly hungover about 10 minutes before the time. I guess, probably an innkeeper came in and was like, hey, by the way, So I just kind of get up in a drunken stupor, and I'm just going to run full speed as fast as I can through the crowd, just kind of fucking bustling through.
Okay.
To make it to the bridge on time.
All right. I need you to make a strength check to move the crowd. Otherwise, you might be late. Solid. Once again, sidebar to chat, especially for those of you who've never watched or heard of D&D before. 10 is considered average human. Your generic human has a 10 in all stats and can, on a decent attempt, make a 10 at any particular attempt of anything. So anything above 10 is considered above average. Well above 10 can be considered exceptional. Below 10 is below average, and below 5 is sometimes catastrophic. 12 is good. You are huge, and that alone is usually enough to get people out of your way. But on the rare occurrences that other people who are trying to get somewhere quickly are not willing to move, you bodily move them. You rush into the courtyard and find a great deal. Tyler's loud? He's the same volume as everyone else for me.
I'm loud? I just yell. I talk really loud, though, so I'll just back my mic away a little bit.
Okay.
I'll talk back here.
I mean, I got the stream up. It sound the same to me. We should get a vote on that.
Forget them. It's fine. We're fine.
Yeah. It's probably just that Tyler is loud. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah,
Sure.
you bust through, and at the edge, and I'll describe this more when we get to the full scene. But at the edge of the courtyard, especially arriving late-ish, you see that it's packed to the brim on the outskirts, full of non-adventurers, onlookers. And so, you've been football tackling people out of the way the whole time, and then you literally have to dive through this crowd to get through because they're shoulder to shoulder here. Easy. All right. Last but not least, River. When do you wake up? What have you been up to? How you feeling?
So, although I'm an elf and I only need to meditate for 4 hours, I take 6. And I wake up, I head downstairs, and I immediately start drinking. So I ask the bartender for some hard liquor and a book. I really don't give a shit. Just give me any books you have. Need something to do while I'm getting nice and boozed.
He gives you the once over. Oh, you're the sailor, right? Yeah, I got rum. Hold on. Pulls out the bottle of rum. It's absolutely the kind of rum you'd have lots of in barrels and is not expensive. But it's therefore a taste you're very accustomed to.
That'll do.
He gives you a large mug full of it and doesn't expect anything from you, because you did protect his livelihood last night. He hands you some food, not sure whether you're going to eat it or not, but that's the way of things. And rummages around in what looks like other people staying there's possessions to find a book, because he doesn't have any. Starts digging through backpacks that look like they don't belong to him. I found one. Here you go. Put it back before you go. I don't know whose that is.
I certainly won't.
Duly noted. Couple hours pass. You woke up early, so even after only 6 hours. Would you like to
learn anything from the random book?
The random book is a book of children's tales that, luckily for you, you hadn't read before, so at least it's new. Now, you being a historical adventurer, not necessarily with class levels, but your life has been adventure. a lot of children's tales and whatnot have kind of coincided with your activities. So you know that there are elements of truth here. You spot, the tale of the great bullywug that is probably a yeti in some cave off somewhere. You see the great hound of what's its face, and it's probably just some scary dog that ate a child once, and they decided it was a good reason not to go in the woods. But you're an old hat at children's tales, so it's at least moderately interesting.
Excellent. So, I read, I drink, I'm in a slightly better mood, and I head to the square because I'm not a moron. And I get there on time.
Like some people.
Okay. Wow. I'm feeling a little attacked.
Luckily, you're not the only one showing up at the last minute. Cragmore, in his desire to nap, cuts it a little close. But you see, as opposed to having to push his way through, he just, is a war hero and is like, move bitches. And turns out they get out the way.
Just smile and wave.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'll kiss a baby. Just walk on through.
Of course. Eventually, you all make it half an hour to 2 minutes early, somewhere between that gap, and crowd in. There are several dozen, maybe as many as 50 actual people in adventuring gear crowded within the courtyard, and several hundred onlookers. The onlookers know, their place in this thing, and they're on the fringes. They're keeping the outer square, but they're thick pressed there. If there's a place of business, there are cafes and whatnot in this area, and they're making a buttload of money right now. The pod of adventurers crowds around the center, and then you see a couple of maybe hesitant onlookers that look adventure-y-ish, who maybe are considering whether they're going to get murdered if they don't join this group or not. But you all know your spot, and you join up in the crowd, and those of you who are looking for each other don't really struggle to find one another. And, those of you who aren't can stand alone or crowd up with other adventurers you don't know.
So I imagine that I see Nuck just
I feel like everyone sees Nuck.
I'm a little,
exactly.
I'm a
So
little
I
tall.
see Nuck
Definitely.
because he's just huge, and I'm like, run over to him.
I'm
Hey,
kind of
big
looking. I'm
guy,
looking.
glad you made
I'm
it.
making a space too. When my arm goes up, so I'm kind of looking around a lot. I don't want to. Sorry.
Get away from me.
I'll have that, oh shit, Baqarah moment as soon as I get up to the square.
You make it in with a solid 6 minutes to spare, and there's only one pale elf bedecked in black feathers, so she's not hard to find.
Sorry about that. Did you sleep okay?
I actually slept pretty well, but I don't sleep for very long. I don't have the best sleep schedule, so I made it over to my temple and I took care of some things there. What did you do?
Oh, perfect. I slept like a baby. I had a couple more beers and fell asleep and woke up, and I'm here and everything's great. Let's just smile and go along with all this. This should be really easy, right?
Wait, did you say you had another couple of beers?
Yeah, before bed. It helps me sleep.
Oh, okay. I was a little concerned for a second. All right, well, yeah, what is going on out here?
We're meeting up. The call to adventure has been called. Our new friends, the Kingdom of Keth, needs us here or they'll kill us.
Sadly, that sounds
As
like
he's
it's-
smiling.
Yeah, so happy. Sorry.
That's very Cragmore. It's just, this is the way of things. Everything's great.
He's out in public too, so.
Yeah.
I whisper and I draw him in. I was watching from afar for so long, and I really think there's something going on here. I don't think this is normal. Do you think it's normal, Uncle? All of this death and
Yes,
dying?
everything is totally normal. Yes,
Are you okay?
I feel great. Let's just report for duty.
Okay.
It'll be great. You remember where my house is, right? Maybe we can talk later.
I don't, but
Oh, here's a map.
Cragmore pulls out his convenient visitor's map. Welcome to Raketh. If you'd like to visit Captain Cragmore's abode, head this way.
It'll be the one with the columns.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so those of you who decide to group up do. Those of you who don't, you're standing alone or in small pods. The crowd quiets as the appointed hour approaches, and you see an officious-looking woman, maybe in her late 40s, early 50s for a human lifespan, mounting the stage and making herself ready behind the podium. She's got a big stack of papers and a small cavalcade of assistants following behind her up this stage, many of which are carrying a lot of boxes of what looks like supplies. Behind them comes a shorter group of people, somewhere in the like gnomes, halflings, dwarves kind of persuasion, and they are carrying what is obviously chests full of not what you know, but maybe money. They pile all of this on the stage and kind of make a show of looking over the crowd and surveying everyone, I suppose. Finally, the woman pulls out what looks to be some sort of cylindrical tube-like device. And
Cylindrical?
Yeah, cylindrical.
Circular?
No, cylindrical, buddy.
I genuinely don't know what that means.
Geometry. Come on.
Cylinder.
Like a sphere?
Like a.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
This is so good.
You could have said cylinder. You literally could have said cylinder.
So
I'm just role playing. I'm sorry. I'm just being nuck. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, just role playing.
Keep going. You keep going. I'm sorry. Cylindrical. Got
You've been
it.
practicing this
Cylindrical.
Yeah, I've been practicing a lot.
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical.
As in,
sorry.
like spherical might be a way you describe the shape of
A
something.
cylinder.
A cylinder, yes.
Okay, yes. I get
So
it.
a
Sorry,
cylindrical object.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Is
She-
it dildomical in nature?
It is not dildomical. I was afraid that might be the
yes.
impression,
Yes.
but it is it looks like
dildo.
indeed.
Oh,
It is not.
Wait, is that an actual
It is
word?
not a word.
It's fine. It's
Of
fine.
course,
buddy.
it's
Phallus
from
shape.
Cragmore's mouth. Just like everything's fine. That's dildomical.
No
yes.
big deal.
Right. You would know that word
Could
if
be
you
a
took dildometry in college.
Fair.
Darn, I opted out of that one. Sorry.
Mm.
Thank you for teaching me today.
My pleasure.
I tested out of dildometry. It just wasn't necessary for my major.
That's fair.
Bad.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a kind of like a paper towel roll without the paper towel on it. It's just a cylindrical tube. She taps it once with a finely wrought stick. Some of you will recognize as a wand, and then holds it up to her voice and speaks into the tube. This is a magical microphone, people.
Nuck. Don't say people. It's
cool.
Nuck. Nuck, this is a magical microphone.
Huh?
What's a microphone?
What is a microphone?
And-
I hate you. God.
I
Sorry,
knew
keep
it.
going.
I knew it. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry about that. My name is Korth, and I will be your acting quartermaster of this call to adventure. I like to go ahead and read roll. We had most of the adventurers within the city already accounted for, and we'd like to know who's not here and who else is here, just so we don't pair off anyone who's not present, and anyone who's like thinking about pretending not to be present. Now's the time to forget that. Please join the group. And you look out to the fringes, and a few dozen more people step out of the crowds and join the adventuring parties. There's probably in the range of 70 to 80 people in the large group now. She goes through this long list of a bunch of names you don't know, of course, because none of you are from here. Cragmore, you recognize a couple. You've seen adventurers, interacting with the guards. You've interacted with a few yourself. One or two of them were even at the battle, so you at least hear some names you've heard before. The rest of you, they're all low-level adventurers like you. Nobody really with a story that might have spread outside of the bounds of a city. You hear
Do any names stand out to Cragmore? Is Friendly Frank here?
Friendly Frank unfortunately lost his leg in the battle and is no longer fit for adventure. He's taken up an advisory role. But you do hear of Strong-Willed Sturm.
Okay.
He kind of like one of the heroic knights, never really big in the military, but like solid knight bloodline, good with his blade and his shield.
Yeah, just too much of a pussy to sign up for the military.
Obviously.
I remember him from cadet school.
Yeah. You guys who are not from here all hear Captain Cragmore, and there's a little bit of a hubbub, but that's probably to be expected given your past 2 experiences with him. The rest of the group, which is not a small number, some 20 or 30, including the other 5 of you, are not named. And that's fine. We just wanted to know who was here. So just a brief count. Whose name was not called? Show of hands.
I'm like jumping to get above the
Me! Oh, okay. Sir, extremely tall man, you can put your hands down. We already see you. Thank you. Yes.
That guy can fight. I've seen it.
I'm sure he can.
Killed many dog people the other night.
Dog people. Knowles, yes. Okay,
yes.
Good. Knoll quest is done. Got it. We won't do that one. Okay. Looks like 26 of you. All right. Well, we already have a good number of the groups potentially paired. But if any of you would like to voluntarily pair amongst yourselves rather than be split up with people you don't know or strangers, now's the time.
Right.
I'm just gonna kind of start. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The wheels start to turn in Cragmore's head. Thinks to himself, I'm an okay fighter, but these people can blow shit up really well. I should probably use that to my advantage. So I'm going to do my best to round everybody up from last night.
So the easiest to spot, of course, is the giant. So if you head towards him, you might get lucky and find that I'm assuming everyone else did too.
Yes, especially since I just bragged about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God.
And I was standing by him.
Freya was right next to me. I was going to say,
Right.
She was right there.
So I see Cragmore. I'm like, hi, Cragmore. How are you? Good morning. How was your night?
It was wonderful. I woke up this morning. It's a good day. How was yours?
Great. Oh, it was great. I got a good sleep, and now I'm ready to go.
I take it the tent people took care of you.
Yes, they did.
Hey, do you guys have any water?
Oh, sure. Have mine, friend.
Oh, thank you. Cragmore, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna down that real fast. Thank you. Just kind of listening. Sorry. Continue.
River's gonna head towards the elves in the group because everyone's talented, but elves are just a little bit more talented.
Fair.
So
I'm
he's
on
gonna
the dark side.
roll with the elves.
Rude.
Okay.
I trust no one except for Sax. So me and Sax are just over here sipping tea. It's like, you're my partner, and that's what we're doing. Even River. River's kind of close to me, and I'm just like,
Oh, big guy, help me spot all of our friends from last night.
I've got this.
Well together.
Go, girl! Hey, with the fairy! Hey! I'm just sorry.
oh God, hi, hello.
Hey, come here!
It's
Over
Quelina, Quelina, not
Come here.
Queggle. Oh,
Yeah.
From last night, remember?
Yep. Hi guys, how you doing?
You look over and you see Sax is pulling at Quilina's hand. Like, no, don't wave. No, let's not. Let's find someone. No, look, they look nice.
We need some sort of friends. Okay, just hi. Hello.
Hey.
How you doing, Nuck? Hi, River.
I'm
Hi.
doing great.
He's well hydrated.
You were awfully courageous the other night. It'd be an absolute pleasure to adventure with you.
You too, my friend. And your voice is that of an angel.
Ah.
Oh yeah, you were the ones playing the guitar there, right?
Yes.
He put a bunch of those dogs to sleep. It was great.
Yeah, that was pretty good actually. It was pretty nice.
Made it way easier to stab them.
Personally, it's kind of a weak magic compared to.
Don't be modest. We saw your display.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Keep it coming. And hey, even if there's no magic, great music is always a benefit.
One of the other guards turned adventurer in the nearby crowd looks over and goes, "Yeah, it was way better than the other display we saw from the big guy. Didn't need to see that."
I don't know what he's talking about personally.
Excuse me?
I was reaching for my coin purse and he was staring right. I'm not trying to be perverted, but he was staring right at my balls.
Lloyd, you were staring at his balls?
Yeah,
Cragmore, his balls are the size of my head. You wouldn't stare.
Turn the other way. Turn
We all
the other
saw
way,
it.
you perv.
Don't you listen to them. You have a beautiful set of balls.
This is actually a genuine compliment.
They are the biggest I've ever
Truly.
seen.
Thank you.
Though I am
Thank
a
you for
virgin
that.
and I've never seen any, but they are very big.
I
Take Lloyd's
greatly
shame
appreciate
on it.
that.
Stand proud.
Thank you.
Shake off the haters.
I will do everything I can.
Lloyd, focus on your job and not harassing the adventurers. Come on, man.
Crag, my job is harassing adventurers. I'm a guard.
Shit. Keep it up, friend. Doing great. Super annoying.
Literally my
doing
job.
a
Used to be
fantastic
your job. You know.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so a bunch of the groups pair off. As is good and plotty, you all stand next to each other. Nice work. You didn't split the party in the first session. Good job.
Oh, is that really a compliment?
That is a compliment.
Yes, it is.
Oh God.
Actually.
There are some people in chat, Goober, who constantly split the party and get in ridiculous amounts of trouble.
But we get to meet all kinds of friendly vampires and bullshit designed to pull him
And we
back to the
almost
party.
die every fucking game.
Every
game.
fucking game.
Great.
So, you guys pair off. You hang out together as the rest of the groups are paired up. Some of the groups that were like of friends or at least acquaintances that got together were not a full party's worth, so they got given some singles or doubles to fill out. But yours is dubbed good enough to make a full party, if not even a little excessive. They're pretty sure having Cragmore and 5 others is more than enough. The pairing goes well. It takes maybe 10 minutes. They take down all your names. Worth noting, does anyone not give their actual name?
Well, not my full name. I give not.
Correct. But I mean,
I give just knock.
Does anyone give a fake name?
This is the Holy Empire, right?
This is the Holy Empire.
I think I would.
Okay.
Actually, I take it back. I give them my full name, my full actual name.
Okay.
Knuckles the Wise Ogalanku.
Good try.
Wow.
Emphasis on the wise.
Right.
Sorry.
Knuckleius the Wise.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I trust no one, so my name is Serena. And
Williams.
Sax's name is Sex.
Sex.
What a great cover.
No one will expect that to be fair.
Give me your sex.
Sex fairy, of course.
Let's
Yes.
go sex.
Sex the Pixie. Got it. Freya, what fake name do you give?
I think I would not, expect to be giving a name, so I just look around in a panic and I'm like,
Lamb. Crystal. She did. She looked around for a thing and said its name. Perfect. Amazing.
Lamb.
Yes. Lamb.
Oh, do we
Crystal.
hear them? Do we hear them giving fake names?
Yes. I mean, you're all standing right next to each other. You've already grouped up.
Hearing this, Cragmore noticeably starts
You're
sweating.
on mute, I think, Logan. Nope.
You're muted.
hello?
Yeah, you're definitely. Okay.
I've been muted this whole time.
No, just
Oh,
recently.
just
Just
now.
recently, yeah.
Wait, did you hear me say Serena?
Yeah, Serena and Sex, we got all that.
We
The
got
second
sex.
she says that, I would like to cut in. Wait, what?
Not, no,
just, like,
shh,
Can I
not
just
hey.
elbow him in the fucking knee?
A series of elbows attack Nuck
So-
around the
I'm like,
waist area.
Yes.
I'm knocked to the ground. Shit.
I get it. My bad. Yes. Serena.
The efficient who's taking your names is like, whatever.
People are weird.
And the sex fairy, Serena and the sex fairy.
Serena and her sex fairy. Got it. Crystal, definitely not looking around for a word. Got it. Wise Goliath. Yep. Good. Real names. All real. So, you give out your names, or don't, and but they're obviously taking like copious notes about who's working together, what your like apparent strengths are. So those of you who kind of look the part are probably already noted down as whatever your features of combat might be. Barbarians, paladins, easily recognizable. Takes them a moment, but they spot the cleric. But the bard carrying far too many instruments to not to be recognizable as well. It's probably just Freya and Colina who are not immediately known as their class. But given that they're not wearing enough armor to survive, they just write caster. So, all the names are gathered. And my axe.
I'm literally scared of River.
I mean, did you hear his vicious insults the other day? He's not to be messed with.
Fair. So they take all the notes down. They all head back up towards the stage and kind of caucus for a little while. Caucus is a fancy word for talking to each other in conspiratorial fashions usually.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
helping everyone.
Then the quartermaster lady gets back up. Hi again, quartermaster here. So you've all been grouped. We will be passing out quests soon. After you've been given a quest, you can elect one person. Doesn't have to be a party leader, but if you have one, beneficial. That person will sync up with one of our efficients, will request any supplies that you've been requisitioned for your quest, and we'll take a few more just minor notes, sign some papers, no big deal.
I kind of just step up a little bit.
You look like you can carry the most. You should do this.
I agree.
Sorry.
All in favor, say aye. No? Okay.
Aye.
All right, the votes have it.
What?
Nuck is officially temporary party leader.
Oh God.
Best plan.
Why would we do
Best
this?
plan.
I'm definitely feeling
Freya, get out of
the
there.
ego has
What are
been
you
stroked, by the way. So I'm like standing in the front, kind of pacing now, just kind of fucking.
He's like flexing.
Like, I'm really just like trying to take on a
hitting
strong
people
role.
while you're walking.
Right. You're invading a lot of personal space.
He can carry so many supplies.
He can.
He'll be perfect.
Okay, so a few more minutes pass. They pair off all the groups, and like I said, the major outspoken part of the meeting is over. You can see a lot of the efficients kind of pairing off into groups now. One of them calls out like your whole group's worth of names, like screams out to the crowd, "La, la, la, la. Please send your leader or representative forward." I'm assuming we still send
Yes,
Nuck. Okay.
I'm stepping forward now.
Okay.
Just following the voice.
All right. Nuck, you walk up to just kind of an average human man. He's wearing robes. He's got glasses. He's got a nice little foppish hat. Hello. Can I get your party name?
I'm just gonna stop for a moment to kind of look back. I'm seeing a lot of one moment. I'm just speaking a lot. There's a lot of long ears with some colored the blue tails.
The Blue Tails. Good name. I like that
Thank
one.
you.
There's a lot of worse ones like the Shit Eaters, and
the
I like
Salty
eggs. The Salty
yes.
Dick Company was particularly interesting.
We are well above them.
Rip.
Great. So, you guys will be heading west outside of the city. There is a path along the river, and there appears to be some sort of blockage. And we thought it was just like beavers, but it wasn't. And the people we sent out didn't come back. So,
Right.
we're going to assume that's bad, and we're sending you.
That's exactly what we wanted to do.
Perfect.
Do you happen to have a map and a point to which way is west for me?
Oh, great.
Yes, I can help you with that.
Thank you for that, sir.
He pulls
I
out.
appreciate that.
He pulls out a rolled parchment, super basic map of the region. It's really just like, here's a circle for the capital, and then here's the river, and a compass rose that says north. West is on this side, left? This or
Yes.
left side of the
Yes.
compass rose. So
Yes.
you follow the big blue line left.
Got it.
Okay.
I should be asking beforehand, what is the compensation for taking care of this?
Good question.
job?
Not everyone thinks to ask that. I can see why they call you the wise.
Yes, that's exactly why.
You'll be paid according to the difficulty of your tasks. This task is rated a low level, as we have given most of the crowd here to see what their capabilities are. You will each be given 10 gold pieces upon completion of this quest. In addition, I have been authorized to requisition you several boxes of supplies and a wagon.
I would love the wagon, especially. If we could just load that up, we could get this going pretty quickly, actually.
Excellent. So, your wagon can be found at the Poor Man's Inn.
Just mark that on the map if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
He puts a dot in the southern half of the city, but has no other markers.
Your map is upside down. Here. Okay.
Are we
we're
seeing-
good.
No, you guys are a solid 40 feet away.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got really big ears.
Group.
You are, but you had to send forward your representative.
Okay.
This is
sorry.
where your DM's
You
this is where your DM's an
continue reading your
asshole.
upside down map.
This is where your DM's an
Thank
asshole
you.
and forces one character to pick a name for an entire group so that he can get beaten up for it later.
Oh, dude, it's better than having to be like Captain Cragmore ... and friends.
And friends. I absolutely expected that to happen. So kudos.
Who even has a blue tail? What are you talking
Don't
about?
question greatness.
Maybe we all. You haven't seen us naked.
True.
I expect it's
Maybe
all
it's more
spelled
like
wrong.
tail as in story.
Yeah. Blue tails, TLES. Duh.
Ah, okay.
He didn't.
Yes.
He didn't ask, and he actually just wrote both on the paper. It was like tails, question mark.
Mark.
So, you I've given you some requisition you supplies. Here on the bottom of the map, at the Poor Man's Inn, you'll find your cart, and with it the hopefully horse. Inside, you'll find enough rations for 6 people for 4 days.
I'm gonna have to cut you out there. So if you haven't noticed, I kind of eat a lot.
Uh-huh.
So if you could maybe appropriate a little extra rations, we can cut that out of the rest of their pay.
Agreed.
Great, thank you.
9 gold per person and extra rations.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Noted.
Awesome. Is there anything else?
No. Be sure to bring some symbol or record of having completed your task.
Yes, will do. And what if we can't?
Then your task will not be recorded as complete and you will not be rewarded.
Good to know. Thank you, little man.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Yes. And I guess I'd return back to the group.
Okay.
So is he?
All right, Nuck, what's our task?
So listen here. Here's the map. I'm gonna kind of just like put it out for everybody. Apparently, we've got there's been a group that went out. Maybe they're lost. They didn't come back. They're supposed to take care of the dam. That's I don't know. I guess it's a blockage of some kind. I'm not really sure. The guy was talking extremely fast. But our goal is to kind of just take care of business down there and see what's going on.
We have to break the dam, or do we have to
I'm
find
not-
the people?
I think we're just supposed to go there and kind of check it out, see if we can maybe find where the adventurers went, and see if we can maybe clear the dam or
Okay, so
such.
What are
one
we
of us
clearing
will
it
blow
up?
up the
To
dam,
destroy a dam.
and we'll find some people. It sounds
Wait,
easy. Let's do
The
it.
adventurers
They-
never came back.
Actually, people?
The guy
Sounds
was
reckless.
the guy was very dumb. I don't know.
That's fair.
See.
But hey,
I'm sure they sent morons anyway. They'll
no,
be-
I don't doubt it. Absolutely. But he said he'd pay you guys all 9 gold pieces
Oh,
and a
sweet.
shitload of food that's waiting for us on the map. It's marked actually, so it's not so bad. Apparently, there's a horse and a wagon, all
without
kinds of
saying-
shit.
Without saying anything, I just start marching in that direction, like without saying anything to anyone.
So it's like, I know where I'm going.
Follow
Does
her.
she wait, who has the map?
You put it on the ground, so no
I
one.
held it out, so I didn't know if she
Oh, okay.
Could I have picked it up and then just started going?
So much
Sure.
for,
I'm just gonna
picking
immediately.
up extra supplies.
Yeah, I'm following. I'm just immediately following her. By the way, I'm
I
like,
follow far behind.
just going and
I'm
I'm
very
going.
skeptical of everything. I'm just like, what the heck has happened? Sax doesn't like any of this.
Let's
So
follow
we're
the
just
huge.
kind of like, you know, the giant landmark. We're just gonna follow that guy.
Sax spent most of the waiting time scouting out other groups to try and join.
Yeah, she did.
She's
Smart. Real smart.
She's not real sure about this one.
She's not.
They seem, I don't know, something.
Stupid. I think that's the word you were looking
Huh?
for.
What?
No, Nook, you're brilliant. The Nook, the wise. Yeah, never mind.
I know. Thank you.
So you exit the primary courtyard, as are most of the adventuring groups. You've been given 4 days to complete your task, after which they will consider you dead. Otherwise, they expect you back with them, some proof that you've completed whatever it was you were told to do. You head southwards, back across the bridge, and make your way through the city. Anybody have any things they want to do before reaching the Poor Man's Inn?
Refill my water skin.
From a nearby clean barrel here in the Nice District, you find plenty of water.
Perfect.
I need bottles of liquids. I need booze and potions. Priority booze. That'd be the first one.
I just
So
shake my head at that.
a variety of liquid-filled containers. Got it.
Booze.
Oh, I'm gonna ask my neighbor to watch my house also. David Barrymore is his name.
David looks over at you and he's like, yeah, man, I ain't forgot that one time you stopped my house from burning down. It's cool.
Oh, sweet.
You know, we
key-
never did find that arsonist you said you saw. But I believe you.
Yes, he was a small, skinny fellow, maybe one of the halflings. You know how they are.
Right. Halflings.
Yeah, ran bare ass through the streets. I tried to
Bare
catch him,
ass.
just too slippery.
Disgraceful.
I know. The key's under the mat, and there's also 5 silver in it for you if I come back to a locked door and everything's straight.
Well, it's mighty fine of you.
Thank you, friend. You want any souvenirs? We're gonna be out adventuring and all that.
Sure.
What you got in mind?
Cool stuff.
Oh, definitely. I'll find you something very cool.
Awesome.
All right, I'll go for the high five,
He comes in for a fist bump.
and then I like touch the fist. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. See you again soon, neighbor.
Can I just
Sorry, I
like
burnt your house down.
whistle and have my pony come meet me? Remember my pony?
Yes, I do remember your pony.
I don't
So-
remember your pony. That's a goddamn pony. Hello, pony.
Um,
I want to pet it so bad.
I also, I'm just gonna step off to the side, and since I know that we're gonna be going and questing, I try to get away from all the crowds, and then I look out and I go, "Ah!" and I call my raven
Mordecai.
Mordecai. That's
a good
Good.
name.
Perfect.
He lands on my shoulder, and I whisper to him, "We're going away for a little while, and I don't know how long we're gonna be gone. And could you tell the others that just keep a listen out for me? I don't know if this is good or bad, but you know what's been going on. I just don't trust this." And then I send him off.
Ah!
Oh, Randy.
I'm pretty sure Mutual wants to kill me right now. That's like the most embarrassing thing I can do. So.
Amazing.
He knew what he signed up
He
for.
did.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
volunteered for this.
I think we were married after I did that,
Yeah.
so he didn't. I'm so
Too
sorry.
late now. All right. Any other activities before the poor man's?
Oh yes. Sorry. Go ahead, Cole.
What?
Go
No,
ahead.
you can go. You're fine.
Okay. How long does it take to get out? So there was a bunch of homeless people, like super poor people outside the city. How long would it take me? Do I have enough time to go out there to them and then get back before it's time to leave?
So
I
there's
have
no
enough time?
set leave time, technically. Like there's.
So it's still early in the day.
It's noon now.
Okay. So how long would that take me? Like, is that appropriate that I could leave?
Are you
and come
planning
back?
on bulling your way outside like you did to get inside?
No, I'm just gonna walk out and walk. I'm just gonna
So
like
probably like
casual.
half hour out, half hour in.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way out to the that poor area out there. Just obviously I'll mention to the guard on my way out, just kind of like, hey, I'll be back in a minute, and then I'm just gonna make my way out there.
Okay. He looks at you and he looks at your chest then. All right. Bye.
And I just I'm gonna keep walking. Okay.
Okay. Do you head out to the poor district? Why?
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just, I guess, look around, but just yell out. Kind of like, who wants some free food? Is there anyone that kind of responds in any way?
An exceptionally large amount of people.
Okay, I'm just gonna eye through the crowd and look for someone that looks like kind of a loner of any type, or just kind of maybe just like, he's thing. I'm gonna just point that one out and like, hey, come here.
Okay. He pushes through. Roll perception.
Oh fuck.
Ooh. Ooh.
13.
He's on his way there, and a smallish hand darts into his empty trousers and pulls out nothing. He doesn't have anything, but someone tried to pickpocket him on his way to you. He pulls up. I like free food.
Hey there. Hey, how's it going? What's your name there, bub?
Bort.
Bort.
That's me. Yes.
Jesus Christ, your mother did not love me. And Bort, listen to me. Bort, listen.
Des Nuck.
I know.
Just
Okay.
shitting on a poor person already.
Elias, the wise.
Fuck. Bort, listen. So I've got a lot of food, but I kind of need a helping hand. Carry some shit. Listen to some shit.
I feel
You willing
like
to sign up?
I feel like you could probably carry 10 of me.
Regardless, I just need somebody that's gonna listen to some shit once in a while, and
okay.
I'll feed you.
Got it. Yes, I will. Yes, that's good. Let's go.
But listen to me. Hey, listen right now. Bort, listen. You're gonna do exactly what I say.
Yep.
I'm gonna feed you. You fuck around, I'm gonna squash your little head. All right, Bort? You understand?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Good. It's nice to meet you. I'm gonna give him a handshake.
He gives his hand is in your palm.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Nuck, by the way.
Bort, still Bort.
Make sure you know. Let's go. I'm just gonna bring him along with me.
Like 38 people follow you out of the camp.
No. Wait. Okay. I just wait. No, not you. Get out of it. I guess I'm gonna reach my pocket and grab like five bronze. I guess is that
copper.
It's copper, silver, gold.
Copper, silver,
Five
gold.
copper, and just kind of like toss it away into the crowd and kind of just like grabbing Bort, like, let's go, buddy.
Several surprisingly deft hands, just like 38 people follow you out of the camp.
I'm just gonna continue to ignore them
Okay.
with Bort on my arm on boards, just kind of picking up the pace back to the days. There's no food. There's no food for y'all.
You head to the gate, and all the guards are like, "Whoa, buddy, what are you doing?"
Listen, I've got my retainer. I'm gonna look at him, kind of like looking for the. And I don't know. These guys are just fucking following me. I don't know what's going on. There's probably a bunch of shenanigans going on over there. But I'm trying to get on the quest as an adventurer. I've got to take my retainer, get back in the city. I'm just gonna start just kind of walking forward like I'm supposed to. I'm just trying.
All right. Okay.
Holy shit, that worked.
Well, no, stay back! No, peasants, back! No, back to your tents! Yeah! One of them pulls out a whip. You walk on.
Whipping that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess I walk on back to the group with Bort.
Okay, you show up.
How
with,
old does Bort look?
Late teens, early 20s.
Oh shit, he's a kid.
I mean,
Okay.
he's an adult by society standards.
I think most of our group is pretty young, except me.
Yeah. Okay. So I just bring him. Just like keep your mouth shut. Just do what I say.
All right.
We're gonna imagine.
So you take an hour. You're headed back. River, are you doing anything before you get there? You're procuring liquids. Yes. So you make a pit stop at one of the markets. Now you don't have just a ton of money on you, but you got enough for cheap booze and plenty of it. So you got yourself one water skin, one full jug of rot gut, and one small flask of fine rum.
What about medicine?
If you're looking for long-term medicinal herbs, they can help you. But if you're looking for actual like healing potions, you know they exist in the city, but you also know they are not cheap.
Okay. Well, I'm not stealing them. What is rot gut?
Rot gut is basically moonshine, but it tastes worse.
But there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Cool. Ready. Is Quilina nearby?
Colina, were you doing anything between now and the inn?
I was going to the bar because Sax wanted a drink. And while Sax was talking to him, I was asking about the Holy Empire. What do you feel about the Holy Empire? How
to
is
River?
No,
Who?
to the bar.
Oh, the barman. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know who him was. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Is River next to me?
River was also seeking booze, so it could have been.
It could have been,
but it might not have.
Okay,
it's up to you.
Him. Yeah, we were near each other. He was by the bar, and I was by the bar because I felt like some town gossip was gonna come from the bartender. So I asked him, "Hey, so I heard that the Holy Empire just recently kind of conquered you guys. What do you guys feel about all of this?"
It's great.
Right.
The nobles are super mad, which is hilarious. King's dead. Didn't like him anyway. Taxed the shit out of me. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, they didn't really fuck with my inn and my extended family, my cousins and whatnot. They were kind of on the outs with money, and there's a lot of assistance going on for the poor. It's pretty cool, to be honest. I lost some friends in the battle, and that sucks, and it always will suck. And I'm
against the Holy Empire.
Against the Holy Empire, I had friends in the city who were in the military and are dead now.
So the people that took advantage of your people and conquered the city, you're just okay with that?
I'm not okay with that. I am sad at the loss of my friends, and I will be for the rest of my days. But I have to think about living my life, and the changes in government have helped me a lot.
And so changes in government has helped your taxes, has helped what else?
It's helped with the taxes on my goods, on my establishment. Like I said, my cousins, my nieces, my nephews, all of which were living in the slums, are not having it nearly as hard. I mean, I can imagine why the nobility's upset, but people in my area are kind of benefiting.
Why would the nobility be upset?
Well, nobles, right? They make their money off of us. So.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Sax is over behind the bar with a very tiny cup she keeps in her bag. She's tiny, so her cup is barely
Very
the size
tiny.
of a pinky nail. And she has dipped into some drunken guy's stein. She's flying over to a table. He's snoozing off a bender from last night, and she's just like, "This for me.
Oh, great.
More for me."
Oh, God. Shit. I hate having to take care of two characters. Sax! No!
It's water, I swear!
It's not water, that's vodka, you dumb bitch. Please come back over here. Oh, my
We
God.
didn't have vodka in the woods. It's not my fault.
Of course it's not your fault. Okay, so you like the Holy Empire. They haven't done anything rude to you besides kill your family?
Right, my friends. I didn't have
Minor
any
details.
family that I lost.
Okay.
But I definitely lost some acquaintances and friends. But
Do you
like,
think they did anything wrong?
oh sure. I mean, couldn't they have gone for a peaceful solution and gotten this government in place? Like, why did my friends have to die? I'm glad at the way things are turning out, so long as they continue in this direction. But is it in the long run? Is it going to be worth the deaths of my friends and companions? Maybe not.
So for now, you think the death of your friends is worth it?
It might be.
Okay. I look at you suspiciously, thinking you're kind of a moron because I judge everybody that I see. Thank you. Sax is drunk because she took a little sip, but she's very tiny. So now I have to deal with drunk Sax. Thank you very much for that.
Luckily, drunk Sax is sleepy Sax, unless it's party time. So since it's not party time, she's just in the bag.
Okay, great. She's sleeping in my pocket. Okay, thank you. So was River next to me at all? Was
River probably was like passes in as you're questioning the fella, and he is obviously on the hunt for booze.
Okay.
Another one.
Sir, you
sure
weren't
need
here
another
before.
one?
There were no other ones for you to
Another
have another
one.
of.
Three more.
Coming right up, sir.
Better. Felina, what's your favorite
Yeah.
color?
What was that?
What's your favorite color?
I don't really have one. I guess it would be green. I love nature. What's
So does that
yours?
mean spring would be your favorite season?
Yes.
That would figure.
Why do you figure?
Well, because you're a Fey elf. Fey elf of the Eladrin realm.
Wait.
I know of your kind.
What's the Fae? What's the Fae elf? I don't know much about my background. Is that why I change colors?
What, I look like a book to you?
You You look like a man that knows a lot about liquor, but
Probably smell it for food.
you do. Thank you. Sax passes out because you just smell so bad.
I think I
Just
smell.
plunk.
Sometimes I change color to blue or kind of orangish red. Do you know why?
Yes. So, if you turn yellow, that means it's summer.
Mm.
And if you turn blue, that means it's the winter. And then if you turn red, well, you look like a smart young female elf. You can figure out what that one would be. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The leaves are falling.
So you were in the battle last night, right?
Yeah, how astute of you to notice.
I mean, I can't forget the words that you spoke to those gnolls. I just kind of want to be on your good side. I love the color of your
I was a
skin.
little too rough on them. I'm pretty sure you shot arrows at them.
Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things that is like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words really hurt. Words
Right.
really
Words-
hurt.
words are
And
the
your
truest
words,
violence. That's
truly, the words that you
Yeah.
said the other
way
night.
worse than any other types of violence. Words are that's the most violent.
Do you speak like that all the time?
No, usually I'm way harder to understand.
Yeah, it's kind of, what kind of accent? Where are you from? And why are you blue? Are you an Eladrin like me?
You can't just go asking people why they're blue.
Why not?
Oh, that's actually a good point. No, I'm a moon elf. And,
A moon elf.
This is my skin tone. So, yeah.
Always. It never changes?
No, I don't change like you.
So are you always sad then?
This cuts deep. So, how about
I'm-
a drink?
Just said all that about words, and then you pull that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be careful with these words now, miss.
I mean, you're the one that I think should be careful with your words. Do you like the Holy Empire? Why are you here?
Why should I tell you?
I mean, I was visiting a city, and the Holy Empire conquered it, and it just seems really weird because they seem to have very violent tactics, but everybody in the city that they take over seems happy. It seems kind of complicated. Do you like the Holy Empire?
I'm not much for land, and as long as they conquer the land, I really couldn't care less as long as I'm not on it. Now, I'm assuming you're not a fan of them. I'm kind of looking for a mage here.
A mage or a mate?
A mage.
A mage. Oh, okay, because I could be your mate.
And I'd like them to no longer exist.
The Holy Empire.
I'm not sure if they're involved or not. I really couldn't care less as long as they're not bothering me.
That seems rather selfish. I'm sorry about that. But I kind of like you, actually. I recently, I'm by no means, I don't think a mage, but recently I've discovered this power, and it's not grand per se, but it's this kind of blast that I can send from my body and hurt other people. And of course, I only.
Is it you use words?
No, I actually just I focus and I sit there in these kind of vines because I love nature. It's like the woods and the nature around me kind of coincide, and I have this blast that comes out of me. It only happened just a couple months ago. I don't even really understand it. I wouldn't say I'm a mage. Do you think I'm a mage?
I would say that would be magical-esque, but that doesn't necessarily make you the person I'm looking for unless you have been traveling on the seas recently. Have you?
I haven't.
You been traveling on the seas recently?
I've been traveling through forests and forests and forests, so I'm very good at scavenging and tree climbing, but I actually haven't ever seen a sea. What is that? Just a...
That's good. That's good for this relationship. That's
Not gonna kill you.
Great. So it's good that I'm green and not blue.
How did you come across this power? Did you find it in a book?
No, it's all very confusing to me. I have this little pixie that I've become very good friends with. She's actually kind of the only friend I really have here. But I wanted to talk to you guys that we fought with last night against the gnolls. It just kind of happened upon me. One night I was in the forest, and it's very hazy. It probably sounds very stupid, but I woke up the next morning and I just felt this thing inside me. It was very weird, like I was missing something, but at the same time I felt full, like I had this power, and then it just came upon me when a boar came, and I blasted him. I don't know how it happened. I don't understand, but I'm really sorry. I feel so stupid right now.
Don't. There are mystical ways of this world that many would yet to understand. And I'm not sure what happened to you, but I assure you it's not the strangest thing that I've come across.
Really? You've come across stranger?
I think we've talked enough about this for now. Yes. And maybe we'll meet back up with the party and make some money.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's all about the money. Yeah.
So, an hour passes, people go about their business, and we meet up at the Poor Man's Inn. Just like it sounds, it's an inn for the poor man. It's sturdy but not well appointed, and the stables outside look like it hosts mostly nags and ponies. There is a cart hitched outside with a series of poorly constructed wooden boxes that probably have supplies in them. You arrive at approximately the same time for plot convenience, and the owners, carrying out the last of the boxes of supplies and putting them on the cart, looks over and, please tell me you're the adventurers. I'm really tired of beating people up to trying to steal these things.
Oh, do we need to identify ourselves?
Yep.
We're the adventurers.
Perfect.
You don't know who we are?
Nope.
It doesn't matter. Just believe us.
What is your title,
Believe us,
sir?
right?
Innkeeper.
Oh, yeah. Innkeeper of the Poor Inn. Oh, yes, I'm Captain Cragmore. These are my friends.
Great.
We are indeed adventurers.
Cool. There's your shit. Go away.
Oh, is this all of it?
Yep.
Could I inspect the bill of duty?
The what?
The list of shit we should get to compare it to the shit that we get.
Didn't get one.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, what all's here?
Couldn't say.
You didn't pack this?
Bunch of dudes came over, had some boxes, said, hey, we'll give you some gold if you make a cart and a pony ready and put these boxes in that cart. And I said, I like gold.
That sounds like a fair proposition, and we have your word that everything's there.
Yep.
Can I just, while they're talking, start rummaging through the stuff?
I'm gonna roll insight on that last little
Go ahead.
Little lick he made.
I see you, Lauren.
No, you don't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
I need support. I'm so nervous.
I know.
That was
Hell of an
awful.
insight roll. The
did
dude,
really good, babe.
the dude has no fucking clue whether this is all of it. He definitely has not been keeping an eye on things. So he's not lying. It's more like he just doesn't care.
Oh, okay. Well, I was really trying to see if he was stealing, so...
He doesn't seem nefarious.
Right. Okay.
But anyways, he's like, good?
Yeah, we'll take your word for it, but if there's anything missing, it will come directly out of the taxes that you pay to the locals.
I bet.
Into our pockets.
Right. Yep. Taxes from the poor man's inn. Get him.
Yep.
He just leaves.
Maybe
He
your
just
shoes.
Heads straight back inside.
Have you heard of shoe tax?
Yep, I have shooted axes before.
Perfect. Okay. Have a good evening, friend.
You guys gather up your gear.
No, what did Freya find in the back? She was rummaging.
So in those boxes, they're mostly empty. They're like stuff that you could put things in case to help you get gather the burden of proof for having completed your quest. But they do have excess food, more than should be necessary.
Cool.
And some other like camping supplies, outdoor stuff. There's an extra tent just in case you guys don't have enough of them. And I wrote all of your characters' equipments, and I know none of you have tents, so you've got one tent now.
Hey.
Great.
But I mean, you don't like. There's also bedrolls and stuff for sleeping under the stars. None of it, I guess, it's not gonna be bad unless there's inclement weather. So everything's cool except for Nuck, who shows up with a rando.
Boys.
Bort.
So, hey guys. So, got some help. I think his name's Buck or some shit.
Bort? Hi, I'm Bort. He said I could get free food.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some of my food so we have an extra hand for any just
He didn't.
typical.
You already eat a lot of food. Are you sure you have extra?
No, I asked them specifically for extra for me, and they were very accommodating.
Is that why we're only getting 9 gold?
No, they just
You could
that's
have
not it at all.
negotiated for more, you know.
Yeah, probably, but
Work out.
listen, trust me, the guy, like I said, real dumb. There was it really wasn't getting much by him. I figured that we just do this, get back, and then maybe we can climb up the ladder a little bit.
Maybe we should talk about leadership later on. Just saying.
Hi, Bort again. He
What,
didn't.
Bort?
You just said I was gonna be carrying stuff.
Bort,
These people, you all look kind of scary. Can I go home?
Bort, shut up. You're gonna get your food. Relax, okay? Just stick around. He's fine. He's used to this shit. All right. He's fine.
Wait, are you
Whose food is he getting?
Are you paying this guy? This doesn't seem right.
Yes, I'm paying him out of my food.
Being held against your will.
I was not offered coinage.
Listen, guys. I'm just gonna push Bort away a little bit. Listen. This guy. Shut your mouth for a
How
second.
old is he?
Listen, this kid was poor. I just figured I'd help him out, and I'm gonna try and feed him for a while. Listen, if I need to go chop down a boar or two to make sure this kid can eat, I'm sure it's no problem for a few days.
Chop down a boar? What the hell does that even mean?
You
Why
don't
do
eat
we
meat?
even
Do you
need
not
him?
eat meat?
I do, but I've never chopped down an animal.
Oh,
Chopped
you
up
are.
an animal?
We're gonna have a great
Are they on
time on this adventure. Then is yes.
But why? Why do you have him? I don't understand. He's just a poor boy.
Don't you think one human is enough?
Just a poor boy.
Listen. Remember, I'm the leader. Just trust me. It's gonna be fine. I figured we just have an extra hand. And hey, if anything goes wrong, I'll take responsibility for him. I got this.
I need perception checks from the whole party.
What?
I'm sure it's something positive.
Definitely positive.
Sure. Who's that? Okay. I can't see what she rolled.
Hey, I saw nothing.
Bort, are you good with a shovel?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5. Missing 1.
I clicked it.
It's a 20.
Yeah, I got Lauren's. We already got Lauren's.
Oh shit! Sorry. Ignore that then.
I'm missing Freya.
I rolled.
No, I have Freya. What I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing Nuck. Roll your goddamn perception.
I thought they were perception against me. I'm so sorry. My bad. Oh,
Everybody in the party not. Come on.
my bad. I thought they
Especially
was.
the leader.
Yeah.
Especially the leader.
Yeah.
All right, so 10 pluses, which is disappointingly very few of you. So River and Baqarah, yeah, I see it. River and Baqarah, you're not terribly interested in what's going on, maybe, or maybe you're just aware of your surroundings. Bort's gone.
Unsurprising.
Cragmore
That's
turns
smart.
around like, Bort, can you ask him a question? He ain't there.
Oh, too bad. I was going to have him dig and bury our latrines.
Thank goodness he's.
What's a latrine?
It's a hole you poop in.
Oh.
Bort, come back. Do I see him anywhere in range?
No, he fucking bailed. As soon as he found out he was about to get dragged on a dangerous adventure, and you pushed him out of the way, it's gone.
Yep.
He has a meat shield.
He's only going to drag us down anyways.
Well, that's disappointing, but that's the last time I helped the poor. You got to say that now.
How?
There you go.
What was your plan there? I don't even
Wow.
understand, Nuck.
Listen, there's a lot of assists. I don't know. Listen, we just met, so I'm not sure how much you go out and adventure.
I
but
met
there's a-
you by pooping. I saw your asshole. I think I know a little bit more
Exactly
about
what I
This is
mean.
very close. to real.
Imagine if I had a guy just stand there and kind of take care of things. You know what I mean? We could have avoided that entire problem. Okay.
Cragmore turns around.
For all I
have walked away
you're the
already.
problem.
So,
Sack spits in your face.
Wait, what?
It.
not spit, she blows a raspberry. She's like,
I guess I just kind of like. Is she small enough to just blow her away?
you can't blow her away, but like it's kind of like blowing in the face of a hamster. It's really mean. Like that, her lungs aren't really strong enough to deal with the amount of air pressure you're putting out.
Unreal.
So are we ready to go or what?
You gather
let's
up your
go, Or you
goods.
give away more of us stuff.
What?
And what do we have here? What did we get from that guy?
We got a
Looks
10.
like
No, we only have 9
boxes.
gold.
9 gold is a lot. You guys realize that, right?
They're paying
But
us very well.
we obviously could have gotten more. He did something for that poor man.
maybe. I think the new people are pretty strict about payment. I'm not sure there's room for negotiation with Keth.
I think we should trust Cragmore on this.
Hmm.
You know what? I
Yes.
think it was the extra
I
food.
do like Cragmore.
Cragmore
We
blushes.
go already? I'm like
Oh.
bouncing.
Bouncing
Yeah,
up
let's
and
go,
down.
let's go, let's go. Come on,
Alright.
guys, let's go.
You gather your goods. You saddle up your. It's not even a pony. It's a donkey. Let's be real.
Donkey.
An adventuring.
An adventure donkey.
Mhm.
Carl the
Adventure
adventure donkey. That's
Oh,
right.
perfect.
That's him.
Venture
Does he have a name tag?
Yeah.
Carl the adventuring ass. That's
Oh
him.
my God.
Great.
Perfect.
All you fan artists out there on the internet, I expect Carl the adventuring ass by tomorrow.
Yep. Another local legend.
NSFW.
Oh God, please no. Please God no.
All right, so you
That
gathered
already
up your
makes
gear, you got your stuff, you're headed for the south gates. You know you're supposed to head westward along the river, and that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, thank God, I
Yay.
have to pee so bad.
Yeah.
So we'll do 15-minute break. After the first 5 or 10, we'll come back and we'll all purposefully talk to Chad as opposed to some of us sneakily talking to Chad.
Lauren?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we can answer questions now. One second, let me pee.
I had a whole like monologue with River, and I wasn't ready for that.
I know.
I want to die. I want to
know.
just go dig myself into a hole and never come back.
I thought you did really good.
You did.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah, everyone is doing very well.
You didn't give me much answers, asshole. Jesus.
Well, you know what? We got a long road ahead of
That's
us.
true.
I thought we were
Live
friends.
just met.
All that fucking
You just
pointy
met.
ears,
I know
dickhead.
some things about you.
Jesus.
All right.
I could be blue too.
She's
Oh my
blue because you
God.
didn't give her any answers. Rude.
Yes.
I gave you answers. I told you some things about yourself.
I don't even remember.
Welcome.
I'm actually really.
I thought you took notes.
I did actually. Let's see. I said King's dead, assistance for poor, blank. I literally can't even read my writing. This is.
You want me to summarize for you? This isn't cheating.
Oh no! You said that summer is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You said fall is orange and red.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you're a moon elf, so that's why you're blue.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say anything about winter. I had to fill
I
in
did.
that blank.
You
Oh,
said
you
winter
did?
was blue, I thought.
Winter's blue.
What one was I supposed to fill in the blank?
The red one.
The red one. Never mind. There you go. See, fall was red. You stupid blue man. Yep. There it
Wow.
is. I was gonna. I mean, I like you.
Your favorite
You
color is
play
green.
music. My favorite color is green. I'm
And
supposed to go get my vines.
it's spring, because that's your color there.
So, side note too, Lauren, you're not supposed to be like naturally suspicious that I lowered the money, unless you have reason to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we have no idea.
You can't. You had no. There's no way of knowing at all that they offered us more. It would have to come out. Does that make sense?
I just know that you're stupid.
So
And that
basically,
you said that you got more. Like you're just paying him with food.
yes.
So
But
I
so
know you.
You'd
You're a
have
big
to like,
dumb
so,
giant.
So you could like ask to see if I'm lying, right? And then you would
Okay.
roll that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is how
if
that
you
would
had
work.
reason to like suspect that he was lying, you could roll insight, like I did against the.
So I can do that. I can just ask
Yeah,
the dungeon
you
master.
could,
Like
technically,
I
yes.
roll insight
Like
because
you
I don't
don't
really
believe it.
him.
Yes, yes.
You don't normally say,
Yeah.
I roll insight. You say, I believe him, and I
Okay.
will prompt you to roll insight.
Okay. I hate this.
Why?
I'm bad at it.
You're doing
No, you're
I
not.
hate everything
What?
that I'm bad at.
okay.
But you're not bad, so therefore
Yeah,
you like
Dungeon.
this.
I was gonna say, you know,
shut
your-
up. You're
your
that
guys'
person that's
interaction-
like really good at everything that you
Oh
do, and then you're like nice to everybody. They're like, no, you're not bad. You're just like a
No,
C
your
plus.
guys'
And
interaction was really
I
good.
grew up and my parents would belt me if I got a C plus, okay? And I don't like being a C plus. I may not be failing, but I know I'm not good. So
No, you did really good. Like,
C's get
like you and
degrees.
River, that interaction was like spot on awesome.
No,
I thought.
Definitely.
Like I was like sitting there like, this is awesome. Like you guys were
Mhm.
I
really
want to know
diving in.
so much more. You're my elf friend.
Yeah,
Why
but
didn't you help
it's
me?
not
with
over
this?
in one day.
You didn't get all the answers.
Yeah, I know. Right? In one
makes
go.
it
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know who I am helping.
Dude, you are your character. You're doing great.
Yeah,
Like,
it's good.
That's
It's
like
good.
the height of D&D. Just like, I mean, honestly, outside of like watching Randy and like
Sure.
you know, the streams that he's been doing and stuff, I actually had no clue about any of this. But from watching him and like understanding and growing up and learning it through him, it's been like what's fun for me is when people are their characters. And you're playing your character perfectly
definitely-
right now.
I'm
You're
not
doing
role
great.
playing. I literally am my character. I'm very confused at everything that's happening, and that's my character.
There you
She
go.
doesn't know
Build
what
it
the
in, man. You're
fuck
doing
is
awesome.
happening.
Hey, I'm completely switching my personality right now. This is really hard for me, honestly.
It's a big
It's
change.
Oh, yeah.
really difficult. Just dumbing it down
Huge
this much.
change. Mm-hmm.
I like honestly, if I do this long enough, it might leak into my actual personality. So we'll see.
It happens, like especially when you do it like 4 hours a week. Like I play a naive, like young, like half elf guy in the Thursday game,
Half orc.
and it's like it'll happen like the next day where I'll still be like, would I even know that? And it's like, oh fuck, do I know that? You know, because you like separate your D&D brain from your real brain.
Yeah.
It gets a little weird.
It makes sense why you're dungeon. It does.
Yeah.
You're
Or
really
dungeon.
good at this. Jeez.
No,
I'm
no,
also
like,
very
I've
drunk.
only
I
been
hope you
doing
guys
this for
understand this.
Doing
8
great.
months.
You're drunk.
Next time I won't be that drunk, but like I should eat something.
You
Can I
should
order?
eat.
Tyler, do you guys want anything? I need
Yes.
to order
I
something.
want a
Yeah.
pizza.
I'll
I
take
want
anything.
pizza.
Where are you ordering from?
I don't know anything. It has to be remotely healthy. But
Oh, then
I mean, I
nah.
have wonton
Gross.
soup up there that I should eat.
I'm down. I'll take anything. Meat. Any meat.
Do they
and
even
protein.
deliver salads?
I don't know. I don't think Subway is open. That's kind of what I wanted. Let me
Eat
see.
fresh.
It's only 9.
True, it is really. Oh yeah, chat. Type in chat for 100K by the way for the people that are here for D&D and stuff. Want to give you guys something.
So
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah,
things.
Yeah,
One,
if you guys have questions.
any of you who haven't gone to the bathroom, please go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna make some wonton soup.
Longest pee of my
Good choice.
life.
Yep. Secondly, I've been looking over at chat plenty. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you guys kind of keeping it active. It seems like a lot of you are interested. And that's awesome. I'm really glad that some of you are enjoying it. If you have any specific questions that you want answered from myself or the party, now's the time.
I'm really drunk.
That's okay.
Like out of 10, I'm probably a 7. and
Wow,
I should
you're
not
real
be.
drunk.
I'm like, I can't even. It's bad. It's bad.
I can answer that
At the
question.
same time, I'm not nervous.
Right.
I just know that I'm doing
helps.
bad
Me,
since I'm drunk.
me
No.
Jiggy.
So my character is 30 years old, but in elven years, that's fairly young. So I'm still on the younger side, but hopefully that helps.
I want you to every time that's been a shot. So I'm practicing for TwitchCon.
I'm not drinking.
Are you for real?
Because I have to do things.
That's actual booze.
Oh,
So-
gee.
What do you drink? Like what kind?
I
Oh,
don't drink often,
excellent.
so when I do, I drink.
Crown
Dude, I love Crown Royal. Good
Royal.
choice, man. If I wasn't still so fucking jet lagged from Japan, normally I'll have like some weird ass beers that I can show everybody.
So this
That
will
was
be
not
this will be
my
Totally
just
normal.
me.
It's totally
Mordecai.
normal. Don't.
Mm.
That was not Mordecai.
Well.
Awesome
Oh
talk.
God.
Oh, yes, interlude.
Oh,
How about the beginning of Stairway to Heaven?
No.
Like, all right.
Where's my cooler?
Rawhide.
Jackie, do you see it?
no.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It's super out of tune. So carry on.
I'm gonna listen to that song now. Not that song. Sorry. I have Bartender by T-Pain stuck in my head.
Eat
So-
Kong. Half of us basically have played a bunch, and then I know me and Lauren are super new. We've never done a full campaign. I know Craig. I'm not sure how much experience you guys have in D&D.
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah, in that other game that Randy runs. So
Yeah, I'm on
relatively
past
new.
a year now.
You're relatively new in D&D terms, but you know, figuring things out every day.
I can't spell.
Seismic and I played one campaign where we got to like level 7, so it was a few months, but that's about
Shit.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I think we're pretty close to the same level there for the most part.
Yeah. Is this Lauren's first time?
Running. So we've literally all she's ever done is a 1-1 shot, and our session 0, and then we've been fucking around in the house. We'll to get ready for this. We've been just kind of like situation, and we'll just kind of like role play it out and kind of just trying to like improv it out and stuff. That's it. Yeah, that's really it.
Honestly,
Doing
everyone's
great,
doing
man.
great.
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy. You know, I mean, it kind of helps having Randy because we just ask a billion questions and kind of get a feel
Yep.
on everything, and he's been playing for fucking ever. So.
Yep. Like I said, I've been playing with him for 8 months, and just from like literally completely green and had no clue what anything did, and not a single time did he ever make me feel like an idiot.
Yeah, no, he's really
you know?
good at actually
I
like teaching, and
Yeah.
he does a good job. He does
Like
a really good job.
he's a great teacher, great dude, great storyteller, and
Yeah,
goddamn, his improv is so good.
Yeah, he's killing it. Yeah, he does really well. It's funny how important that is too, because if you really, it all comes down to the DM really laying it all out for us. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure.
The gnolls were the creatures that we fought in our session 0. So they're just like dog-like monster creatures, and that's why they were mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
In our session 0.
Yeah, Baqarah blew up 2 of them.
Yeah, we never really talked about that.
Kick ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But she's a modest person, so.
Huh?
Do you want chicken? I think it was that one.
Yeah.
Do you
One second.
Dude, these fucking contacts, man. I don't know how people do cosplay.
They look so trippy, man. It's cool
They're
though.
super cool, like here. I don't know if you.
But
can,
you have your contact.
actually-
Oh my god, that's actually
They're
so.
like bluish silver.
That's
so.
awesome.
That
Yeah,
is
I was Chad. Don't expect us to all dress up. So like this takes you 5 seconds. There's like you guys went all
Yeah,
fucking.
I might
out,
lose
you know
the
what I mean?
contacts, but everything else should be pretty constant.
That's cool. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say like even seismic too. Like that must have taken for like how long did that take today?
This really doesn't take that long. I mean, if you have the right
Yeah.
stuff. Like I've done tons of theater.
So you're used to just kind of yeah.
Yeah, this takes me like 20 minutes.
Nice.
That's not bad actually. That's awesome then. Damn guys, that's hard as hell.
The trick is just having the right tools.
Can we get some
Agreed.
die rolls?
Ah!
Right? But no, this has been awesome so far. I mean, my favorite thing with D&D, especially like in current life, is like I get very frustrated.
Hey, say it louder, seismic.
Mom, I want some bagel bites.
And basically getting into that escape of D&D, it's just that's what I'm always going for is going into that other world. And like until like just a few moments ago, I was like, I completely forgot about how mad I was about everything falling apart. It was like downpouring rain and hailing, and we were supposed to do concrete pours.
Damn.
Yep. And now you're in another world having fun.
Yep.
You know, it's like, yeah, I'll worry about that later.
Yeah. It's true.
Randy, that's a you question, Randy. I'm starting my first campaign next week. Any advice?
Are you playing or DMing?
Yeah, that's good. That's true.
What's everyone's classes? Is that some? Yeah. So
it's public, right? Yeah.
Jackie, what's yours? Yeah, that's posted.
Yeah, it's in our public info.
Yeah, that's all
So
public.
Jackie, tell us about your class.
So my class, I'm a wild magic sorcerer.
And
Pretty awesome.
I'm a bard.
Wait, you're what elf? You're a blue moon elf?
He's a moon elf.
Okay.
I'm a Palidan.
And you're a
Palidan.
Mm-hmm.
I am a half-elf cleric.
Goliath barbarian.
Dungeon, are you
Half elf.
or full elf? You're half
Half elf. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about the logistics. Some
Hey, well,
traits
it's-
were passed. It's fine.
Right.
Fine.
Fort's attack. Fort's attack? Fort's attack? Fort's attack. I got into D&D when I was 19 in undergrad. My roommates were already played, and I lived with them, so I played. I've been playing for 12 years, and how did I get good? 12 years of practice.
And you were born smart.
It helps.
You know.
Tiles 6. That's all he's written.
Oh, both. Okay, Luna. Tips as a first-time player. I don't know what character you're playing or what you're doing, but it's the same thing that I was telling some of these people because they're also first-timers or new. Most of the things that you want to do as a first-time player is just be yourself, but an adventurer. Like, all you're doing is exploring your own personality in a slightly different fashion with cool powers. Like, it's one of the easiest ways to become a role player. Now, if you want to learn D&D, as in the system and the math, pick your favorite anime or cartoon superhero and try to build that. then you'll that will lead you down a rabbit hole of reading way too many books, a lot of math, well, arithmetic, and eventually you'll find your way to Dungeons and Dragons. You think 600 goblins now mortality does stuff? All right. We'll put 600 in the combat. No big deal.
No.
Thank you, Adelon. That's very kind. And thank you, Snuffles. We really appreciate you guys putting in the extra effort to keep the masses informed and entertained.
Guys are so cute.
Phoenix, I love Warhammer. That universe is so fun. It's cool that you guys played a D&D game in it.
That's true, Happy Doug. That's what my character would do. That's important, but it's also important that you put limits on it. Like, if what your character would do directly shits on the other players in the game, maybe your character actually wouldn't do that.
Or maybe your character doesn't belong in a game where you're playing with other humans who are trying to have a good time.
Right.
It's kind of a rude way to say that, because you can read about those in books, right? Shitty characters, rude characters, assholes, stuff like that. And they make for good characters. They exist and they're a real part of life. But just as often, you're a group of people trying to have a good time at a table with your friends or your acquaintances who you happen to like enough to spend time with. It's not your entire goal to have a good time, but it should be the main reason you get together.
Or to kill everybody.
Or to kill everyone. Perfect plan.
Yes.
Adelon, thanks, bro. Yes, Rebel Phoenix. I love Dark Heresy because that's 40K. It was super fun. Its rules are pretty iffy, especially the mech stuff, but it's still really cool lore-wise. I've played most of the tabletop systems that are popular, and a lot of little niche ones like video game-based role plays, other alternative styles of fantasy like Mutants and Masterminds where you're playing superheroes and supervillains. It's cool. One of my favorites. I'm a big fan of dark horror, so I'm a fan of Call of Cthulhu, Dark Heresy, a lot of stuff like that. Suicide Sean, we're leveling by milestone whenever I feel like it, basically. Mortality does stuff. What's your favorite character you've ever either DM'd for or played as? That's tough, buddy. I've been doing this a while. Oh Jesus, there's too many. I'm gonna have to skip that one. I don't think I could even pick. I don't know what BESM stands for. Could Joe one?
Suicide Sean, I don't think he's gonna accidentally step on an enemy.
He'll do it on purpose.
Quite intentional.
Yeah.
One of us, however. Oof.
Let's just start an evil campaign. The first one of any of our DMs has ran, and they extremely limited it to who they would let play. That's a good idea. I mean, evil games are hard to run because there are a lot of kind of shitty flavors of evil. If you've got a party full of murder hobos, it can work. But if you have one murder hobo and a party of lawful evil characters, it's just as unfun as it would be in a regular good party.
Hello.
What's up?
How much time do we have?
None minutes.
None?
Your 15 minutes was up 7 minutes ago.
For real? It's been 27 minutes?
23 minutes.
23 minutes? Okay, here I come.
I'm not sure I have an entering battle catchphrase, but you'll definitely see how I battle.
God Killer games we have run, I have run rather. Most games that go 15 plus will involve some level of God killing. Even maybe not specific gods, but things of godly power. Commoner games are super fun.
What's a commoner game?
The rules don't exist in 5e, but they used to have rules for playing as NPCs, as the alchemist and the merchant and the baker and stuff like that. And all the people who are not adventurers, but sometimes get caught up in adventures. And they have worse stats and pretty shitty abilities. But it's kind of cool to put yourself in that mindset and still have to run through adventures.
That's fine, so.
Lucky 7, any guidance for creating unofficial playable races? Don't. And that's the truest advice. I don't mean that to be memey. Unless you have a shitload of experience at creating balanced content, you're gonna make something that's busted. It's super hard. There's a reason that it takes a bunch of people who have 8 years of practice to build a balanceable game. I've been doing it for ages. I still make bullshit, races and classes, and I'm better at it than I used to be. But by no means would I say I could make a perfectly balanced race that was still interesting.
Yes, Malovich, there's totally a character list. Go check out the Discord channel. Should be here. I'll put it.
You just type
Social.
characters.
Did it work? Okay, check out Discord, and then there's a D&D channel in that Discord, and in the pinned messages, it gives a little character briefing of all of us.
Correct. There are also commands in chat for each character as well as the list of characters.
What? I didn't even know that.
Now you know.
Wow, all that for $5.99?
Crazy.
Easy and cheap to come by, especially for those of you with Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
What a bargain!
Don't worry, all subscriptions given during the D&D stream will be donated to D&D Randy. Oh,
Huh?
wait.
What? No, what?
What? Huh? Huh?
What?
Wait a second. I donated and I was told it'd go to the D&D Randy Sandwich Fund. Is
Yeah.
this the same thing?
Yeah, the Sandwich Fund.
I don't know. Roll insight.
I miss
He's not
board.
buying sandwiches at all.
I miss board.
What is he buying?
I'm cool to like make out with Quagmore, right?
Quagmore? Yes.
So-
You can break out with any Quagmore you want.
Yes, you are in character. You get a free pass.
Quagmore.
You get a free pass. in
But
character.
I think he's a fucking war hero, and he's handsome as shit. So
If you don't mind if I fuck
And
them up,
then
right?
the truth comes out.
what was that?
Oh my god.
Hey, baby, you don't mind if I fuck somebody else, right?
Yeah,
Don't mind if
no,
I-
it's
don't mind
not-
if I fuck the nut, right? That's cool.
Wait, so does this mean I can
You're
have sex with
sucking
River?
nuts.
Yeah.
You go for it.
Really?
As long as you
This
make
is
beautiful
gonna be a
music
really
while it
kinky
happens.
group.
Oh, it'll be some noises.
That I
Let me
can-
Oh
tell
my
you.
God.
We're all
Okay.
sharing the tent, baby. Who knows?
Yeah, it's 110. All right.
Look, the tent's dark. There was a lot of hands. It was good.
Yeah, you
It
know.
was cold
really,
outside. We
It
were just
was
trying-
Who
cold.
can really say?
No.
Are we ready?
We are looking ready. So,
Do it.
chat, thanks for your questions. Of course, we'll follow up post-stream and in Discords if you have others. But we will glare once again at our new players who are looking at chat.
It's really supportive. Like they haven't said anything mean to make me
I
feel
know.
bad. I need
No, they've
it.
been incredibly supportive.
I
They're,
need it.
the people who are bothering
we
to
just
chat are
shout
really
out-
enjoying themselves.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sticking around and being so loyal and wonderful and doing it. Because I know a lot of my community doesn't understand D&D, doesn't like D&D, doesn't give it a chance. And I tried to tell them before, like, I did the same thing. It's stupid. Just give it a chance. All
Yeah.
right. I might be bad at it
Super fun.
initially, but like
No.
support me, please. Like it's fun. And
For doing shitty, you're all doing very well.
Randy, shut up.
Sorry.
He's
Just
What
still
gotta
kind of
tell you.
D&D would
no.
you be if you were like, you're trash?
I have legitimately told people they were trash to their faces.
Okay,
so.
besides
Oh, that's
Goober.
unfortunate.
Okay.
I never said
Come
Goober
on.
was trash to his face. Rude.
To his
I
face.
didn't say that.
Keyword. Did you just say?
What
Wasn't
is
me this
this?
time.
Oh my. Every
This
game
time.
I'm in, people are shitting on Goober.
I know it.
I want to just like reach out like all the way to Iowa and give him a hug.
That's why I'm glad I get to
Goober-
see him tomorrow.
I know. I'm probably
He
gonna
lives
hang
in
out with him
Iowa?
tomorrow.
Indiana.
That's why everyone hates him. Oh.
Iowa and Indiana are the same. It's okay.
It's in the middle. Oh, you
Goober
gotta
and I
shoot.
are
You're not
arch
trash.
nemesis.
Oh,
So
Not even a year.
Drexus, you're from Iowa. I'm sorry.
All right. If Brinkles loves Indiana, then it must be all right.
I like Gary, Indiana.
I have no idea.
oh yeah.
Never been.
Gary's like
Glad
the
you like
only city in Indiana.
That I've ever heard of.
Yeah, pretty much.
wow.
Slightly better than William, Indiana.
Probably.
I'm
Okay.
still looking for
Although-
Uber Eats to find.
Todd, Indiana. Now that's the shit.
See,
Do it.
Todd, Indiana was the shit. Actually, they got shut down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was this big rave. A bunch of people came in from out of state. All the people from everywhere else, Indiana, the city everywhere else, Indiana, not all of the other cities.
Right, of course, because no one from outside of Indiana. is coming
Exactly.
Mhm.
They showed up. They had this big ass rave. They started a small trash fire, and that was just a little too. That was too
Nice.
far for Indiana. They literally kicked Todd, Indiana, out of the state.
in. Oh my god, unbelievable! It was too cool for the rest of Indiana.
It was.
Shunned.
Gary, Indiana is from the Music Man, Diggyog. Big musical back in
Randy,
60s.
do you want sweet potato fries?
Nope.
Oh.
I have eaten plenty today. Thank you, though.
Can we give out like 100,000 butt coins for that? Because Randy,
Butt
you are
coins.
doing great right now. I could never say no to
You're
fucking
doing
sweet potato fries.
Right.
Hmm.
I do love butt coins.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Hell.
Pepper.
I'll take butt coins and sweet potato fries. That sounds excellent.
It's okay. That'll probably be me shortly in the next
Pepper,
48 hours.
are you going to TwitchCon?
I'm rooming
I
with
am.
her.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Wait, am I gonna see you all at TwitchCon?
Yeah. Everyone but
Except
Dungeon.
yeah.
No!
I'll go next year.
Fuck!
That-
Dude, I just used like 8 PTO days on Japan. I'll go next.
That was the sad
Yeah,
realization that if Dungeon was coming, we actually could have played live.
It would have been pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Next year.
Next
you guys
year.
all
Well, we're
hate me.
still
I'm in
going.
next year.
How much would you guys all hate me if I
Years.
suggested we bring our costumes to TwitchCon and walk around TwitchCon? And
I'm probably gonna be green tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's
So we
a
might
high
as well.
possibility that I
Yes.
might just do it.
I
don't
love
know.
I love cosplay. I would
It might
happily dress up at conventions.
Temporarily stain
Do
your
it.
skin green, and I was like, what does temporarily mean?
I do
Is
have
that,
a
like,
black dress, so I
5
can do it.
hours, 24
There's a
hours.
problem with mine. This is a dress, but on me it's like a shirt.
Because you're super tall.
Oh, God.
That's why you wear.
Just
leggings.
wear it. Do it.
Wear.
Show those.
A lot of my favorite D&D cosplay is D&D characters in casual modern style. Like I see these from like the Critical Role cosplays coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've evolved into wearing the character style but with modern clothes, and it just looks super cool but also casual.
Yeah.
adapt, overcome.
I'm just gonna casually wear this corset.
No big deal.
Yeah, I'm not wearing this thing.
I mean, at a nerd convention, you'll just fit in.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just wear this to work every day. It's
I
been
knew
much
you
easier.
did.
No judge.
hmm I'm a lawyer.
There's green in my finger cut. Can you guys see that?
Oh,
God.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, a little
Green.
bit.
I cut it from all my Amazon boxes for like my flower and my elf ears and
Oh.
I
shit.
know, right?
Yeah.
That's real shit right there.
It is.
All right, our half
Let's
hour
do this
break
then.
is over.
Yeah, for real.
It's time to get back to some D&D. Close down your chats, you pesky viewers.
Uh huh. Definitely. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me close down my chat. Yep, it's
You heard the
closed down.
click.
I heard
has
it.
to be closed.
I heard
you
it
heard
closed.
the click.
It clicked.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So, roll insight on that click. um, so, you've gathered outside the gates. You have your cart. You got your extra supplies. You know that you need to head westerly. If you go around the city, and I'll put us back on the combat map for chat for the viewers to see, so that they know what the major outlook is here. So if you head west around the walls, you would directly impact the river. Otherwise, you can just start off west, and eventually you'll find it. Either way, you know you're headed to the west of the city along the river to supposedly some sort of dam.
You guys ready? Let's go.
I suppose.
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go break the dam.
Or something.
Or
Yeah.
Something.
And find
Wait,
some people.
if I
whatever.
forgot something, is that considered now in character? What's even the objective to break the dam?
No, that's what you told us to do.
That's what you
I
said
know,
it
but
was.
I'm just
Yeah,
checking.
we're gonna do that. So
Do I
Oh,
even
yeah.
look green anymore? I feel like I don't even look green.
You
You're
don't
brown.
really.
You're
You're
brown
mostly
now.
skin tone now.
Shit. If I
Ooh.
break out into like a million zits for TwitchCon and
It's
have a
probably gonna be
slight-
like that for me too.
Great.
So,
Okay,
it's
at least we'll
fine.
be together. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just be in character, duh.
If it makes you feel any better, Bustin, if the job was to repair the dam, it'll already be broken. So
True. So we win regardless.
Peace with that.
Unless the mission has nothing to do with a dam. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually, if I remember. But anyways, let's go. Sorry.
Oh,
you go.
damn. Yes.
So I'm basically skipping.
I will say, out of character, it is interesting that they asked your dude to be sure to bring back proof that whatever you did was accomplished. But now I'm thinking about it, and it's like, if we're supposed to destroy a dam, do you just like bring a piece of wood? Could we bring any piece of wood? If you're supposed to find people, do we have to bring the people?
Or like
And this
their
is all out of character. You can't know any of this shit I'm saying right now.
Right.
But
Yeah, let's cut
I
their
got a
heads
lot
off
of
and just bring
questions.
that back.
Let's
fine.
kill some random peasant on the road.
Yeah.
Say he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
You're ruining my plans. Stop.
God, that's great.
Anything is
That's what you
possible.
brought forward. We were just gonna kill him outside the city and then bring him back. That's genius,
Mhm.
Nut.
So, you
Right.
begin your westerly trek. Nuck didn't think to ask how far it was. He didn't ask where they were, what they looked like. Just he knows that it's to the west along the river. Yes, Quelly. You are muted
Alright.
again. Oh, never mind. You just weren't talking to your mic.
So before, when I
Before.
went easterly, I felt spring.
Yes.
Now that we're going westerly, what am I
Mhm.
feeling?
Winter.
I'm feeling winter.
Yes.
This is where I'm gonna have like an LED light, a little strip of lights, and I'm
Oh
gonna
my God.
press blue,
You
and
should.
blue is gonna happen.
Dude,
But it was
that's
like
so cool.
$80
That
at
actually-
Best Buy, but it's $20
Oh,
on
sh-
Amazon. So I hope you
Yeah.
guys know that like it's coming on Amazon. That
Mm.
shit's coming. I'm gonna be blue. All right, I'm blue right now.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
god.
westerly.
So,
That's so cool.
so it's not morning, so she doesn't make a full blue transition. But a
Yes.
lot of Quelly's accents, like the little flowers that just kind of hang about her, are taking on a frosty tinge.
Ooh, frosty.
So, you begin your westerly trek. Do any of you know how to handle a donkey?
I know how to talk to a donkey.
Fact.
I don't know how to handle
That's
one
good.
though.
Well,
You
it's
know how to
mine,
handle
so,
one?
and I've been riding with it for.
You have a pony for yourself. You have your pony. This is the donkey that drags the cart.
It's like, does anybody have animal handling as a skill? Right?
That's out of character. I'm asking if anyone is proficient in animal handling.
No, I only know how to talk to him.
I don't think so, no.
Sure, I'll try.
It's so our jack of all trades bard can
Bard,
do
yeah.
so, or alternatively, since you do have someone who can literally speak to animals, you could attempt to diplomacy with the donkey.
I'll let River go first
Okay.
because I'm drunk.
No,
you can never be too drunk to talk to a donkey.
I have to. You go talk to that ass.
You want me to?
Yes.
And I do like that ass. So.
Yes, that ass.
Okay, I will. What's our objective here?
Go west.
Go west.
My son.
So we're just talking to
trying
the
to get-
donkey.
Hey, Quelly, you just tell Carl to start walking with us.
Cool.
All right.
am-
So this is where we quiz some of our new players on their class features so that they can help themselves remember in the future. You're going to do what specifically?
I'm going to do beast speech.
Correct, which is one of your invocations, and that grants you the ability to cast
Eldritch
a spell. No.
invocation.
Yes, it is an Eldritch invocation. Okay, that you're gonna say Eldritch Blast. Like, no, Eldritch Blast, Carl.
No, not Carl.
I just blast everyone in the ass.
Well, Nuck's pulling the cart.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yes, Beast Speech is your Eldritch invocation, which enables you to cast the spell Speak with Animals at will. So anytime Quelly wants, she can talk to any beast type animals or creatures in the world that are willing to speak to her, of course. So, Quelly, would you say you do something in order to cast this spell?
Sax gets on my head and we start doing these little what most other people think is aerobics, but it's actually a choreography that we've we've practiced for years. All right, so she starts doing this with me and I feel the power rise within my soul And I start to speak to the donkey. Hello, donkey. We are trying to go westerly towards this dam. Can you please guide us?
Westerly. Is that the place with the grass? I like grass.
Do you know what a dam is? Like the big wall that stops water.
Is it damn good grass?
Freya, help me.
Freya can't understand any of this.
What is he saying?
The rest of you are looking at Quelly, and she's going, hee-haw. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Hee-haw,
No,
hee-haw.
I'm talking to Freya in English saying, I don't exactly know what we were doing because I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit tipsy and I need some help. What exactly is our objective here?
Well, you guys can follow me. We're just trying to get the donkey to carry our stuff for us and come with us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Donkey, are you cool if we just put some stuff on your back?
Can I say no?
I'll give you some really damn good grass.
You got any bread?
Hey, Nuck.
I like bread.
Can you check your pockets? Do you got any bread?
I lift my loincloths.
Oh!
No.
Wait, we have 2 donkeys?
No bread.
God, who wants nut bread
I've got nothing.
anyway?
I've got no bread. It might be in the back of the wagon, though. Maybe.
Bread? I mean, I really do have some damn good grass.
But no bread.
Maybe not bread.
That damn good grass.
That's okay. I like grass.
Okay, cool. All right, so we can just start piling our stuff on you. Is that cool?
Well, I got the big wood box. Why do I gotta carry it?
What is he saying?
He's saying, why does he have to carry everything? I don't really know how to just explain it to him, or should we just use brute force?
Do I have... Okay, so I have some
Brute force
rations
sounds
in my
good.
bag. Is there like a carrot that I potentially have or something?
So rations are specifically things that last extremely long periods of time, meaning not perishable goods.
But like crumbs, like bread crumbs.
Like super hard bread, very heavily salted meats, stuff like that.
Okay.
And Lauren, he said I've got the big wood box, indicating the cart that's literally full of all your stuff already.
Yeah. So can I just bring out my crumbs and just be like, "Come on, Carl, follow me," and like lead him away?
He's like, oh yeah, I got bread.
Cool. I feed him some, and then like, all right, everyone, let's go.
Sounds good.
Tell him there's more of that in for him if we get to the dam.
And damn good grass.
He's not even listening anymore. He wants that bread real bad.
Jesus
Cool.
Christ.
So I just skip ahead, and I'm holding my map out like this, like trying to figure out where to go.
The map's
We're following.
the map's a little basic. It's a big circle with a blue line drawn through it. So
Can I just head towards the river and then
you definitely head straight for the river. It takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes to walk around the city outskirts. You pass by the big tent inn. They wave.
Oh, my homies! Wait, we're passing the poor people?
No, they went back to their city.
Oh, I thought we were. Oh, sorry.
They're passing the tent inn that you stayed in last night.
Oh, never mind. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Not your 38 homies.
No. Maybe next time.
I see that the map is useless. I kind of crumple it up and toss it away.
Okay.
I switched positions. I'm over here now.
What?
I used to be in the middle. Now
there's a map now.
Oh, on Zoom?
Oh, you mean on the stream?
Yeah, on
Yes,
stream I
yes.
used to see where you
He's
are.
showing the
Now
map. He's showing the map.
Right.
babe.
This is the combat map so that they can see the map.
God. She drank. She very drank.
So we changed positions?
When the
it doesn't matter where our positions are on the webcam. That's not our order.
I'm supposed to be in the middle.
Oh my
Did you
God.
cast teleport?
There you go.
Oh my
There you-
God.
Yeah, I fixed it.
I'm not upset. Sax
fixed
is
it.
upset.
I fixed
Okay,
it.
Thank you.
Oh, is
Thank
she?
you. Thank you.
think Randy cast teleport.
Yes.
I mean this with all
Hey,
due
I
respect,
have
but
face
somebody
step,
could drink some water.
motherfuckers. I can teleport. Ooh.
I don't think she heard you, River.
It would be awesome. Do you need some water, hun? I mean, with all due respect.
I break the bard's stupid ass interest
No, we're not doing this. No. No.
over my knee,
No.
and I throw it across the dam.
That is out of
Fuck
character.
you, River.
No.
So we begin
Ow.
traveling west along the river path.
She hits the wine.
Yeah, as she drinks some more.
Some water for you, River.
There you go. Get it. You make your way westwards. You travel down that water path. You've got some hours ahead of you. You don't know how long or how far away this is. Nuck didn't even tell you how much time they gave you, though the travelers among you will have recognized they gave you 4 days worth of rations. So astute observers will be like, probably 2 days there and back at most.
Can I roll to see if I'm an astute observer?
Make an intelligence check.
Here I come. I'm not very smart, but here we go.
I mean, do we all need to do this? Or...
No.
Okay.
Just because I'm stupid.
That's enough, yes. You
Good job.
you looked at it, you're like, that's 4 days worth of food.
4 days.
Mm-hmm.
4 days, guys.
That's not counting for the extra.
For who? The extra's for you, you fat ass.
Was that in character?
Hey, it's
Who
okay,
was
big guy.
in
You're in
character?
great shape. You don't have to take that.
Did she just call me fat?
Yeah, I heard her.
Wait, I have like a 6-pack, right? DM.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm fucking,
yeah.
I'm
Fucking
fucking
ripped.
ripped.
You're ripped as hell.
You're just really big.
Thick, all right?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if you're like projecting or something, but I really
Are
think
you calling me fat?
listen, I know. Listen, just because you have a little extra flying around you or whatever that is, I'm not gonna be one to judge.
He's calling Sax fat.
But personally, I think I'm doing pretty good over here. Maybe we should just
Dax
focus on
goes
the road.
invisible and starts doing the mosquito shit around his head. Dude,
Flail-
put the wine bottle down.
I'm walking and flailing as we go.
It's a water skin.
This is a
Water.
it's a less successful attempt as Sax is still drunk from before, so she's kind of.
Good, great.
Dungeon
That sounds like
Master.
her.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like River's not quite sure what's in the supplies. Can he, while they're bantering about, can he be rummaging through the supplies, see exactly what we have at our disposal here?
You've got 4 days worth of food for 6 people, but the 6th set of supply has 6 days worth of food because reasons. Huh? No. That's I'm listing off things in categories. You have one large-sized tent, which will hold 4 people.
Right.
You could squeeze the whole group. Nah, you could probably squeeze the 5 of you without Nuck and be like, shoulder to shoulder. But with Nuck, it's like 2.5 people plus Nuck.
Okay.
You're just big, buddy. Sorry. You've got bedrolls, weather tarping. There's other like kind of simple outdoor gear, extra torches, flint and tinder, or flint and steel rather. They expect that you can find your own tinder. Like probably an extra couple water skins just in case. Mostly stuff that you already have in your own inventories.
Just extra.
Right.
Okay.
Can we get going? We have money to make. Onward.
Yes,
So-
judging by the food, it should only take 2 days.
At most.
Good thinking.
2 days.
Cragmore, that was really
about
smart.
that.
Actually, good looking up.
I've gotten really good at counting recently. After
Oh
counting the
my
dead bodies of
goodness.
all my friends.
Oh,
A vicious battle.
hearty chuckle. Sorry.
I have to worry about
I get
not only
gallows
one, but 2 idiots.
So, you travel for the rest of the afternoon and into the evening down this riverway. You pass a couple of other travelers. The river is wide enough to take small watercraft. Not something to be called a ship, but you can get small boats and certainly barges. And so you'll see the occasional of each carrying, small amounts of goods to wherever this river happens to go. River, you are aware of the river, and you know that it does lead to a medium-sized city to the southwest, not quite towards the fisherman's kingdom, but in that general direction. So you've seen this before. You're not unfamiliar with river folk. It's not a sight for you. Like I said, you travel the rest of the day in this fashion, chit-chatting, shooting the shit, getting to know each other in that kind of small, talky way that barely acquaintances do when they're forced to spend time with each other. Evening falls, you travel on through dusk, and the twilight kind of sets in, and for normal people, it's about time to break camp if you plan on stopping for the night.
Guys, do you think we should stop? It's getting later.
I mean, I'm good to walk through the night. It's up to you
Same.
guys.
Can you even see though?
Oh, I can't see shit. But
I didn't
It'll be
There's
fine.
torches in the
His
cart.
stride is like 5 of our strides.
yeah, I'm
so-
feeling pretty good actually. But it's up to you guys.
If you're tired, just hop on his back. It's fine.
I could carry you. That is on the table.
Can you carry me too?
Damn, can I can try.
I don't need to be carried, but
You're
thanks for offering.
Nuck, and you're in the bottom right of your character sheet in roll 20. I did the math, or I gave you the math on how much you can carry. It's a fuckload.
Nice.
Wait, where is this?
Bottom right, where it says something about your giant size or something. Hold on, let me go over there.
I'm not seeing no.
I'm just
bottom.
imagining
Hold
a
on,
giant
hold on.
Terry Crews.
Also, Colina, I have a pony you can ride if you would like.
Oh, I would love to ride the pony. I've actually never
Not
rode
you.
one.
You would crush her.
What?
I would love to ride the pony. Thank you very much, Freya.
That's
Friends, we should stop and sleep for a while. If we don't get at least 8 hours in the morning, we might be mighty groggy and definitely off of our game.
I only have to meditate 4 hours if we want to try to
Perfect. You could stay
switch.
watch.
I could.
I will also stay watch.
I have to sleep 10 hours.
yeah.
Great.
I mean, if
useless.
we're gonna stop,
Who even invited him?
agreed.
I don't believe him.
Nuck, it's in that list called, and it says giant size. I just expanded it for you.
In my character sheet?
Yeah, bottom right section, where feats and features, the list is stones endurance, then giant size.
How much is 30?
Times,
How much is that?
30 times your strength score. Your strength
Yeah.
score is 18.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Has anybody seen my ear? I lost
one?
an ear. My
That
right
row.
ear.
It was in
God.
your soup.
I was thinking that donkey ate it
It
because
might have
I
been.
offered him some grass.
It's 540 pounds, Nuck.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Cool.
You can lift 540. You can drag 1080.
Okay. Cool.
It's like a whole monitor.
So yes, you could carry several party members at once.
Cool. Dope. So are we setting up camp or what?
I'm
I
knackered.
guess.
It's been a big day.
Do that teenager eye roll. Just like plop
Fine.
down. Frustration.
Dad says we have to go to bed.
Stupid.
So who feels like setting up the tent? Because
Bort.
Those guys-
Bort can set
exactly.
up.
I'm glad someone understands why he would have been so important to this team.
Is he not with us?
No, I think he might have bailed out in the city.
Hmm.
What?
Pretty sure he ran away because he got scared of all this.
Didn't have the guts for
Baqarah,
the
have you
adventure
looked in a
life.
mirror?
Are you
What?
what?
Excuse me.
Damn.
I thought we were on the same side.
What the
Wow,
Damn.
what's the
Really?
what?
Tread lightly, please.
I mean,
Listen,
your voice
listen,
is very
listen.
precious and kind,
Lady,
but
Let's calm it
that I
down,
will
lady.
not
Careful
say
now.
words about.
He's wielding the words.
She's a powerful raven goddess priestess.
I wasn't
Gotta be careful.
meaning any harm.
Uncle, you really don't have to say anything about me. I can handle this myself.
Wait, y'all are related?
Yes.
Yes, she's my niece, as
Do
I
they-
said last night.
Do they look alike at all?
Um,
I'm just trying to
Not
be
that I know.
between them.
Yes, he is my
Little
uncle
bit.
on my father's side.
yes.
Okay.
Her father, Rubel, was a good man.
Yes, I think he was an okay guy. I
Oh,
don't
he
know. I
was
didn't
great.
really get to spend a lot of time with him.
He loved you so much. When our
Yeah,
order
well.
banished him from seeing you and your mom, it broke his heart.
I mean, I wish I could have had a better relationship with him, but shit happens.
But I mean, you have Cragmore, so I mean, no big deal,
Actually,
right?
I just recently reconnected with my uncle.
Oh,
We
really?
hadn't seen each other in a really long time.
Well, yeah, now that
you
the
back
army I
off.
was a part of is no longer an army, I got a lot of free time to meet my last family member.
Yeah,
God,
Family member.
he's definitely my last family member as well.
I'd
Aw.
rather let's not
Can I just,
delve
go in
down
and
that
hug
road.
both of them?
Anyway, if you try
Okay.
me again, I'll cut you, bitch. So.
Oh my god!
She'll do it.
Oh my!
She will fucking do it.
I want to be your friend, but we can be frenemies if you want.
No, I want to be
Guys.
your friend too. I'm just. Is anybody else thinking it's a little weird that she has such an innocent voice but such a treacherous look?
I'm not gonna lie, it is
I
a
can
little.
probably change that, but this is my natural voice, so why would I do that?
Catch people off guard and
suppose.
blow them up.
I
You
suppose.
saw it with the dog people.
You did. She did
did.
blow up a fuckload of dog people.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're beautiful in your own way, Baqarah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take that as a compliment,
It's
but I
okay.
see through that really easily.
We both have flowers on our head.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, we do.
I'm gonna start setting up the tent, just kind of shaking my head. I have no idea how, but I'm gonna just
Yes,
start doing it.
I'll help with the tent.
Exiting the conversation.
Let's do the tent then.
I just want to
Boy.
say, I think you look badass and beautiful.
You're blue.
Oh, so my opinion doesn't matter because I'm
Why is everybody being attacked by this one? I don't understand.
Stop.
I'm
Avoiding-
confused, okay? And River
Nuck-
didn't give me any answers. So
Nuck
fuck
and
you,
Cragmore
River.
over here, like, setting up the tent for the 8th time. They've taken it down, they're putting it back up.
River sits down by a tree and starts playing a song about how everybody's beautiful on the inside.
It's definitely like
And it actually
Hawthorne
touches
Heights.
my heart, so I start singing with you.
He's going emo in the corner.
Right.
Actually, it's probably me. It's probably me.
Yeah, I just sit down and take out my book and start like sketching and like blocking everyone out.
Okay. So the tent goes up. Banter is had.
Jesus Christ. Dysfunctional.
The evening passes into nighttime. Now, I will give you a freebie as most of you are new. At night, when camping outside of cities or in dangerous areas, there's probably something that you should do.
Huh.
Yeah, so River's gonna ask everybody if they want to hear a ghost story around the campfire.
This is
That
what
was
we're
it.
supposed to do.
That was it.
Ghost stories are a must for a long adventure.
I'm like
Tell us,
visibly
tell us,
excited.
tell us.
Yes. Oh yeah. I fucking jumped down on the ground, crossed like.
Wait, do we have a fire
And
starter?
you make an entire earthquake by that. Thank you very much.
You definitely have flint and steel, so if someone were to gather a fires, you could make one easy.
I definitely don't need that. So I just gather a few sticks and use prestidigitation to light the fire.
Be like, fire.
I go over and kick over the fence we've been walking along and just toss it in the middle.
Good plan.
Yeah, easier than chopping a tree.
True.
Since I'm supposed to be having watch, I'm gonna climb up a tree and have my my bow and arrow out while Sax is sleeping.
Keeping
She's
watch is the thing that I was referring
useless.
to.
Right.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
keeping watch.
River tells a ghost story about a fairy dog that lives in the woods. It's a
Ooh,
very elaborate story.
I love
Roll
story.
Perform, River.
Ooh, I can't.
With advantage,
Ooh.
as you're a practiced ghostly storyteller.
Yes. You're gonna be my favorite character now.
Good.
I'm waiting on my screen to tell me what it is.
13.
It's not your best, but it is definitely a good story.
I rolled an 8 and a 7. What the hell?
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not the best story you've ever told, but to a bunch of non-storytellers, it's still very spoopy.
What's the last line in the story?
Yeah, give us a summary.
Oh, it's about a bunch of people who went to sleep in the woods with no watch, and they all got eaten.
I'm the watch.
You know, actually, if we could find these people, that would make me very happy because their souls need to come. Well,
maybe we could
I
find
don't want to get into it, but I would like their
Yeah.
souls.
Their souls?
Yes.
What
Their souls.
I'm like super jumpy now, just like on edge at every little like crackle.
The
Look,
tint
there's
is
something
safe.
over there.
What do you mean their souls?
Well, if they're not dead and their souls are still floating amongst the living, then I need to bring them death.
That's what you do?
What do you mean that's what I do? Duh!
Death is a good thing?
That's
Of course it is.
A cleric of the Raven Queen.
Listen,
Who's the Raven Queen?
she
Yeah, I've
needs
never heard of
the
her.
souls. I must give her their power, and she will share her power with me, and I can help those who are still wandering.
So you want to I'm visibly disturbed. Very disturbed right now.
What?
I'm actually just
I
gonna
don't understand why you're so stuck on this.
Where do the souls go?
I mean, they go to Her Majesty.
Yes, but
Or to Bahamut.
No, they go to my queen.
And what does she
Or
do with them?
maybe to Bahamut.
Uncle, this is why we stopped talking.
Let's make a deal. I'll try to save the souls that are living, and if they've gone past that point, maybe you can shepherd them to
I
death.
can definitely do that.
Okay. That'll
What
work.
does she do with the souls?
So what's a soul?
You don't know what a soul is.
I don't know what a soul is. My mom didn't tell me shit, okay?
A soul is what exists inside of you, and it also exists technically in your path to death.
But it only goes to the right place if you die in battle.
No,
Hmm.
if you die, period, your soul will go.
No,
But
no,
if
no,
you
no, no, no.
are stuck in this world.
Pretty sure about this one actually.
What? Tell me more then, Mr. Expert.
I'm just gonna like chalk it off like I know better, and I'm just gonna go to the back of the wagon and get some food. Like, I'm hungry.
And I'm like sobbing, like
The
So sorry, Freya. Are you okay? Am I scaring you?
oh, that
I
was
think
just
River's gonna eat me.
With your words or your face?
No, what was your queen's name again?
Her Majesty, the Raven Queen.
She doesn't have a name.
it's the Raven.
Well, if you'd really like to get into the lore of things, it's gonna take a long time to explain, but the Raven Queen is a mystery to most. Very few have been so lucky to know her in our history.
So are you like half raven?
No.
A raven's a bird, right?
Yes,
Is anybody else really
totally.
confused?
I'm just stuffing my face in the
One
back.
day,
No,
I will
no idea.
get you to a library with beautiful books, and I will read to you the stories of my queen, and I will explain to you the Shatterkai and all of those who have become like me in our lineage.
That sounds
It's her religion.
absolutely delightful. It's a date.
Yay!
Is he just eating all the food? Can I notice and
He
be
is
like,
absolutely
"Wow."
chowing down.
I'm gorging right now. I'm just fucking eating. I mean,
I'm
good.
like, knock, and I run over and try and grab it from him, but I'm too short.
I hold it up. It's like, what? I've got my own rations. I don't know what. Listen, go back and
share. What is going on?
you've got your own food in there. I'm a lot bigger. I need this for my body.
Mm.
Can I like? Oh God.
It's
How
fine,
am
I don't
going
really
to make
eat
it
much.
through this?
Can I
Okay.
like cast prestidigitation on him, like touch his knee and like warm up his knee just to spook him a little bit.
Ooh.
You see Freya start to weave her hands in weird shapes because you're not real familiar with magic. So she's like, we starting to weave them about, and this purple energy begins to pass back and forth. And then she just kind of puts out her hand towards your knee, and it feels slightly warm.
That's all that happens.
It's literally all that happens.
It moves
And
up your
literally,
leg.
I jump, fuck, and I bump into the whole fucking wagon. Fuck, I just throw my food up and then I just
Carl, the adventuring ass, is surprised, and he thinks it's time to go again, and so he starts walking.
Carl! Sprinting
Carl,
after
come
Carl.
back.
I mean, he's just walking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just finishing the rest of my food. I'm checking my knee. I can just like finish what I got. What the fuck was that?
I'll run over and grab the reins.
All right. Carl's made it like 6 feet. He looks up at you.
I like go to
There,
pick
there.
up the food that
Sleepy time.
he dropped
Okay.
and like hoard it.
I'll,
All right.
I'll move the covers back
Poor
over
Carl.
Carl's eyes so we can go back to sleep.
Okay. So we pass into nighttime. Everyone eventually decides to sleep.
We decide to take watch.
At least one of you is taking watch, I heard.
I
Probably
believe we have
I
two
For at least
elven
4
folk.
hours.
Right.
Right. Between our two elven friends.
I say, do we have
you know,
2 full elves in the party?
We have 2 people that can sleep for 4 hours apiece. So yes.
Correct. But does one of them want to sleep for only 4 hours, or does he prefer 6 to 8?
I'll take monetary compensation to watch. If you're willing.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I'm
I don't give a shit.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you can have one of my golds. That's cool.
He's
That's
gonna
fine.
walk.
Yeah, it's all you, bud. I don't care. I'm gonna go lay on the ground and go to sleep. So,
Yeah,
Thanks.
no, I'll watch.
Okay. I need a perception check from Quilina for first watch.
Here I go.
Oh no.
What do you see?
Ooh.
Oh nice.
Ooh.
In
She
the
sees
night,
everything.
you gaze out from your treetop, bow at the ready, prepared for any dangers. Sax, easily bored, finds herself flying in figure eights among the tree branches. But she's a quiet flyer, so it's okay. She circles about your head and every now and then goes on a scouting mission, i.e. she's real bored and heads to burn off some of that energy. But she's stealthy about it, so it's not really a big deal. 3 hours into your 4-hour watch, you see movement among the tall grasses to the south.
I move my friend Cragmore, who I know is a war hero that
So
can
you,
help me.
so you climb down from the tree.
Yes, and I go, Cragmore, wake up! I think I see something.
Where?
That way.
Is the campfire still lit?
3 hours, no feed, probably embers.
Okay, so do I see anything over there?
Nah.
Oh. I don't
Right.
see anything now.
Shit.
What was it?
I just saw some movement over there in the grass. I was really high up in the tree.
Maybe it was dogs or cats or rabbits.
But what if it wasn't? Shouldn't we be prepared? You're the war hero here.
I mean, just wake us up if there's danger, I guess.
I thought there was danger.
Oh, hang on. I'll go check it out. It's cool. And I pull out my halberd and I walk over there sleepy-eyed and start like poking around in the grass.
So you get up, kind of sleepily, wander towards where she pointed, and to start generically shuffling grass about.
Yeah.
A vole, VOLE, which is relative to the mole, pokes its head up out of the grasses, spots you, and is like, "Oh shit!" Fucking bolts away.
Do I see it?
Yeah.
Oh. Found it. It was a vole, which is like a mole. Not dangerous though. I'm gonna get back to sleep.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
know if anything bigger comes about.
I'm so sorry, sir, for waking you up. I was just panicked. Okay, I'll
Nah,
keep
it's
watch.
okay. It's all good. Better to be alert than, have us all get eaten, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I climb back up on my tree and keep a lookout.
The last hour of your watch passes uneventfully, and you move to Awaken River.
Yes.
Psst, wake up. It's your turn to take watch.
All right.
Perception check, River.
I move outside and just stand next to the tree. I probably have a book that I've read 1,000 times in my belongings. I whip
Certainly.
that out. Start reading.
Roll perception.
Perception.
Good.
2 hours into your watch, you also spot some movement among the grasses, but a little later than Quelly had, as they vole, small, hairy, is wandering into camp. It's left the tall grassed area, is approaching your camp at the riverside, and appears to be headed straight towards your party mates, sniffling along the ground.
Can I pull up my rapier and kill it?
You're going to have to sneak up on it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll stealth. You're pretty sneaky. Roll to attack with the rapier.
Does he get an advantage because he snuck up on it?
We'll have to see. The question is, did the vole see him or not?
Fuck!
I was supposed to be
I'm gonna
sleeping.
quit my rapier. What the fuck? I'm a failure. I lost my rapier.
Wait, what? Just roll whatever the attack was. Was it like a 1d8 or something?
Yeah, just do 1d20 plus proficiency plus dex.
Let's do it. Okay, so it's gonna be a 1d20 plus. At least
Plus 2 plus dexterity. Whatever your mod for that would be.
So it's gonna be plus 2 minus 1. So let's just do. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So you pull out your rapier, and you're pretty sneaky. You're stealthing up on it. You're stealthing up. And about 3 feet before you get to within range of the rapier stab, you spook him. He looks right at you, freezes, and then you're like, oh shit, he saw me! So you lunge for that rapier stab, and he bolts.
Feels bad.
Feels bad.
Oh, well.
So, hours pass. Night moves on. Everyone awakens.
Good morning!
Huh? Yeah. Yes. I wake up.
Dad, what happened last night? Did we see anything?
I just saw a little mole sort of thing, but nothing dangerous.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Oh, I saw the vole. Tried to kill it because Nuck keeps on eating all of our rations. I thought we could use the extra meat.
Good
I
thinking.
agree.
I failed.
That's okay.
Oh,
At
do you
least
want?
try.
At least you tried, yeah.
Do you want more meat?
What are you suggesting?
Oh,
Are you
I
gonna
could...
lift your loincloth again?
No. I could just like hunt while we're on the road. I can grab a little extra if you need me to.
Oh.
Yeah, why haven't you been doing this the whole time?
You didn't say anything.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. No problem.
Roll survival.
Well, I'm doing that now. Okay.
Roll survival
Okay.
for your day's worth of foraging.
Can I help?
Are you going to venture out and assist him?
I mean, yeah, I've got survival too.
Since you already rolled, I'll let you roll separately.
Okay.
Good.
Oh!
Is that the first natural 20.
Natural
It is.
20.
Oh my goodness.
What did I find?
Well, there's a particularly plump vole in the area. Seems to have gorged himself on maybe some rations he found on the ground after a particularly messy barbarian happened to spill them. And he looking fat.
Thank you, Fribby.
Junkie.
So yeah, you guys find a tasty vole, in addition, and a variety of like greens and roots that you can definitely make a meal for the camp out of.
Awesome. Save some rations.
There you go.
What Bahamut smiles upon us, friends. Let us feast.
So I'm getting very moody and like obviously annoyed now. I'm like, cool, thanks. Let's go now.
Eat your breakfast and then we'll depart.
Uncle, please.
You need your strength.
Parent her.
Scarf it down really quick. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like caught following the lead. Oh, I'm like shoveling it down, but like 10 times extra. Sorry.
Definitely
like this.
finish it. There's starving children in Chanablan that would be really pissed off if they knew we were wasting food.
Yeah, that book guy
Chanablan
would be
is
pissed.
known for its starving child population.
True.
Indeed.
Fact.
Oh, jeez. So, the day begins. You break camp. You begin to head southerly once more. On your path, you pass a crossroads and a small wooden bridge that crosses over the river. The crossroads is sparsely populated, but trafficked. So you see, 4 or 5 people passing at a time, even from a distance. And as you approach to that wooden bridge area where most of the people are crossing over who are bothering to use this road, you see 2 separate carts. It looks like a single gnome riding along a cart with a maybe a hired guard of some kind. Looks to be wearing armor and a blade, and then a family, probably refugees as they look long on the road. But they have a cart and a horse, so they must not have been, homeless before they left. They wave cordially and are headed over the bridge.
River, please.
How long he's been walking and where they've been going.
You asking something? Sorry?
I'm talking to the horse.
Oh,
I'm asking how he's doing and where he's coming from.
the horse of the family or the horse of the guy with the guard?
The family.
Okay. So you cast Speak with Animals, and you call out to the horse. He looks over and, I don't know, like 8 sleeps?
8 sleeps.
Okay. That's all he says.
You asked how long he was going.
And how he's doing. How's
Yeah, but he
how's
can only
his
remember
well-being?
one question at a time.
Great.
Animals are dumb.
Hey! Animals are my friends, okay?
They can be
Doesn't-
dumb friends.
Leave them alone. They are
I love animals.
smart.
In D&D, they have,
My class broke.
Nice.
What clasp is that for?
My
Oh, that's unfortunate.
yeah. Wait, it's closing, but not completely. Like it's staying.
Huh.
It's
A
yeah,
little
sorry,
spring
sorry.
thingy. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
time to break up.
Yeah.
You flex too hard.
No,
Take it to,
Max got
take
big
it to a
arms.
jeweler. They'll fix it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
I can see a little piece of metal that just popped up randomly, but it still stays on. It's just sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
jeweler can definitely fix it.
So, the horse responded 8 sleeps. Do you have any other questions for the horse? The people are looking very curiously at Quilina. Quilina. Excuse me, miss? Are you talking to the horse?
I am. Yes.
He looks over at the rest of the party. Is she okay?
Oh no.
She loves animals.
She does this all the time. Like Yeah, don't worry about
I
it.
bet she
Totally
does.
normal. Ask Carl. I say, point to the donkey.
Carl.
Ah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The donkey.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay. Makes his horse go a little faster.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. You move on. You finally start to see a change of scenery a little after midday. It's 3-4 p.m. Not that any of you really keep track of the specific hour, but that's about where the sun's at. There's a widening of the river, kind of unexpectedly. Like, it doesn't look as though there's supposed to be a pond or a lake up ahead, but the land is starting to turn soggy, as if the river has flooded its banks.
Ooh, guys, I think we might be getting close.
Close to something.
Because, dams create, like, large bodies of water in the river.
That makes perfect sense. That sounds about right.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what a dam is.
Bad man.
But if we're downstream, the river should be smaller, not wider.
You're upstream,
Yes.
Or we're upstream.
You're following the river, which is flowing ahead of you.
Okay.
So if there were a dam ahead of you, it would be holding the water back on your side.
Excellent. We're in the right direction.
Perfect. Let's get
what's
that dam.
ahead? I kind of just, what's ahead? I want to sprint ahead and, like, see what's ahead.
In excitement, Freya runs forward. First, your boots get real wet, as this is getting kind of swampy. But you take a good little sprint through the swamp, and you do, in fact, see what looks to be some sort of blockage on the river.
Guys, I think this is it. Hurry, come quick.
What is it?
Yeah, I rush up to follow.
I rush.
We all kind of going.
Okay.
So what is this?
I don't rush.
That's good, because Carl's certainly not rushing.
Oh, shit.
Carl
Fucking
takes things
Carl.
at his own pace, you know.
God damn it. Fucking.
I feel it.
Us asses stick together.
Fair. Like, as soon as Carl notices, like, the swampy grass, he ain't having none of it. He stops.
Mm.
He ain't getting stuck. He ain't into that.
You want to, like, tie him
Smart.
off or something? And so, and lock our shit up before we go check this out?
You can
That's a
probably
great
just
idea.
carry
Let's
him.
do
Yeah,
that.
you should totally tie him up to a tree. Have at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Let's set him up on some nice grass.
Hey, Quell. Hey, can you, can you tell the donkey to not go anywhere and he'll get some extra good?
Sure.
Some extra good.
Hmm. We might find monsters or robbers or something. We should definitely tie him to a tree. I don't trust.
What do you plan on
He's a
doing
good
with this
donkey,
poor
but why risk it?
Hey, Carl, you've been really great and really wonderful, but
Uh-huh.
we don't know if there's danger up ahead. So is it okay if we just kind of tie you off here to make sure that you stay?
Danger like really mean bugs?
Yes, really mean bugs, but we're going to defeat them. And after we defeat them, we'll come back and give you extra food. It'll be awesome.
That sounds cool.
Cool. I tie Carl to the tree.
Okay.
Nice job.
And I give him a little kiss on his head.
Oh,
He
Thanks.
blushes. He falls in love with me.
It's cool. Nice.
I just want to go back and make sure our shit is locked up or tied shut or something.
It's an open cart.
Yeah,
It's
that's
open
not-
car. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's probably gonna get robbed while we're gone, because I imagine we're gonna be gone a while. So
Right.
we'll
I mean, I
figure
can,
it
I
out.
But it's
can leave
close.
sacks to look after it if you want.
nice.
And what
It's
is she
actually
gonna
the
do if
bonus.
someone comes to rob it?
Flight us
She
and
can
say,
be very
shit."
annoying.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Very.
As
Yeah.
I'm saying this, I'm stuffing my pockets with the food. Yeah, definitely. I'm just like
And
putting
while
as much as my
Wait,
on my
wait,
person.
wait. Sorry, I need to back up. You're stuffing your what?
Fuck.
Your taint.
Vest.
I'm stuffing my loin
What
bag.
pocket?
My
Your
loin bag.
loin bag.
Loin
Loin
bag.
bag.
Creating an
My
extra
loin
large
bag.
Rolls
bulge.
between his scrotum and his
Yes, I
nipple.
keep a bag. I keep a bag
Yeah.
there. I don't know what the.
Hmm.
I'm
I definitely
I'm
am not
stuffing
eating
it
that
with
now.
the most
Yes.
calorie dense
Great.
foods I can.
Feel like you
Okay.
just stole all our food. and put it
This
in
is why they
the
call it a
I'm pretty sure
pass.
I have a spare bag.
Plenty of people have bags. Everyone
I
has a
wanna-
bag.
Yeah, actually,
and say, hey, we'll share whatever you carry.
that
You
sounds
borrow
great.
the
I'll carry it. You load it. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
No, you load it, you carry, and we'll share. It sounds like a win-win for everyone. All right.
I
good.
mean, hey, you
Got
made
it,
me pay
champ.
you for your watch. I think I should maybe get some back from my carry.
I don't really do physical labor. Is the thing.
Okay. I just can't. It's not worth the effort. I just stuffed the bag and put it
You're
on
the
myself.
guy. You're the
Eh,
man.
fuck it.
All right.
So
So,
while they're behind, I'm up ahead. Can I investigate this blockage?
so you saw the blockage from a good ways away. You know, you spotted it on the river, and it made sense that was probably whatever it was. You continue to approach, and you definitely see figures moving about the blockage, over it, all on its sides, and some of them do appear to be like carrying large somethings towards the blockage.
Okay, well, I definitely slow my approach. Can I see what they're doing?
You continue to get closer, and it started. Like I said, you saw it from a good way. So you saw like shadowy outlines at max distance. You approach, you see more details, and finally you're a few hundred feet out, and you're seeing it looks like humanoids. Humans, other people, like people, not monsters, who are carrying sticks, garbage, other stuff, and they seem to be building a dam.
So I just go, can I go up to them and just be like, hey guys, what you doing?
All right, fine.
All right, first character that's coming.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm scared.
The person that you've approached drops his bundle and pulls out.
So Cragmore was gonna walk with her if she's like walking up,
But she was a good ways ahead of you.
attempting to keep up.
You have
with
to
her.
understand, Jackie's an engineer. She has in-group bias to anybody building dams.
True,
right?
true,
She didn't
true.
go
Well, we gotta learn sometime. So Cragmore, you're maybe 100 feet behind. You're catching up. You're hustling because you see that she's planning on talking to these people alone. But the first interaction, at least. So you walk up into this fella, and he's got himself a big old pile of mostly wood and sticks and stuff like that, but definitely some like garbage, linens, and other trash. He's got a long kind of floppy straw hat, and mostly covered with some like bare linen cloth. He jumps in surprise, drops his trash, looks over at you, and pulls out a sharpened stick. And then that's pretty much what he's got. Hey, no, you get on out of here.
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I mean you no harm, I promise.
Well, maybe I mean you harm. Why don't you get up on out here?
Can I look around and like?
Cragmore he's coming up pretty quick here.
Yeah, I would like to
behind
slowly be
them
joining
as
them as
well.
well. Yeah, we're all kind of. I think
All
most
right.
of us are walking up.
I'll kick this guy's ass.
Okay.
blow him up, Baqarah.
Oh, I will fucking do it.
Hey! All y'all! Get the fuck out of here!
Whoa, no, we're just trying to see what's up. We were sent here by some other people, and it's fine.
Put your stick down, you crazy man.
I ain't crazy. Y'all crazy. Get out. It's my swamp. I'm keeping it.
By royal order of Ra Keth, we have to break your dam.
I don't give no fucks about no royal Keths.
Okay.
Listen, friend, we can either break your dam and then leave, or we can break you and then break your dam.
How
Your
about
choice.
y'all break yourselves and leave?
I said we can break your head open and then the dam, or we can just break the dam.
One
I was gonna say,
morning,
whoa, this
I
doesn't
r-
have to get violent. And
I really want to smash this guy.
I'm going start to getting warn you visibly one last upset.
time.
And
Counter
vomit
offer.
start coming around
They're
my
offering
body
us
as I just
90
stare at
gold
him.
each to break this dam. You got any money?
Well, look. I mean, y'all got a lot of swords and other sharpened implements, and some of them people with the glowy look particularly scary. But this is my swamp. So how about we make a deal?
Fucking Shrek. Sorry.
We didn't even
So-
go by
Drunk
Duncan.
shit.
We gotta say it.
You
Come on.
broke the law. We're either taking you
What?
back to the city.
Did
to stand
did
for your
I
crimes.
though?
You did.
Which-
Or
Wait,
you
I
wouldn't be here.
wish Cragmore. I want to hear how much money he has on him.
What law?
The law that you can't build a damn dam in the middle of the river and stop it from flowing downstream to everyone else who needs it.
Whose law is that?
The Royal Order of Raketh.
The Royal Rockets.
It's the new government.
They
and don't fuck around.
they got killed. I heard.
No, they run the city now. Kath runs the city, and they're
Oh.
like,
Can I,
we're
Oh.
here,
Them
and
folks.
we have to kill you if you don't comply. Like,
I'm
that's just
gonna
how
roll
it is.
I just
insight
wanna
to see
be-
if he has any weaknesses. Is he okay? He looks
Oh.
perfectly healthy. Damn it,
Seems solid.
bitch!
So I want
Wait. Are the other people still working?
Yeah.
They're still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many other people are there?
6.
This is easy.
So I just want to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get out of our way.
Wait. Is 3 after 8?
Wait, guys.
No.
Wait. I think I've got this one.
Okay.
I kind of step forward. Okay. Listen. We, Rations group, have to break dam now. Yes?
Yeah. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening.
You give money or we break head.
This seems like a vastly different deal than I was just offered moments ago.
I like this deal. How much money do you have to offer us?
I got 18 swamp bucks.
Oof, this is really not good for you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the river. Is that good exchange?
That's
Good
really
exchange?
bad for swamp people. Yeah, that's not looking good.
Is this guy small? Does he look frail?
No. This guy has spent his entire life as a laborer in swamps. He's
As
fine-
Shrek.
As Shrek.
Guy is swamp trash. Let's
Don't
take
fuck
him
with
out.
Shrek, y'all. Okay.
In good
But
faith,
hold on. How about
you have no money. Please run.
how about Donkey Nickels?
You have no money. Please run. It gives me no pleasure to murder you.
But
No, don't run. Come back to us to the city and apologize for your misdeeds, and everything will be fine.
I don't care where you run to, but best advice would be run.
I'm
gonna
getting a
elbow
lot
him.
of
I'm gonna
mixed
elbow River.
signals right here.
We need him for proof.
All of them involve
I
running.
punch him in the face.
All of this, all of this happens. I'm hiding behind a
That's it.
tree.
Just quick pop. Just quick pop.
And I'm
This is
using
it.
masks of
You're
many
here now.
faces to
Okay.
mask myself as a female Shrek.
Okay.
And
A female
I
swamp
walk up-
person approaches.
go,
Hold on. A female swamp person is now walking towards the group as Nuck decks him.
Right.
What have you done?
Wait, what happened when I hit him?
He hits the ground.
He's sleeping now.
Unconscious?
No, he's like, oh, in the face.
Okay, and I kind of bend over, I grab him by the shirt, kind of like pick him up a little bit and shake him a little. And that's kind of like waiting for, like, you just shake him and kind of hold him.
And
I
now-
look at Nook and I'm like,
And I'm just
A
like
f-
hanging on nuts.
I
A
just,
female.
I just drop him. I drop him the second she looks.
Wait, hold on. Nuck, a female swamp person who you've never met before just walked up and is like,
oh, wait, it's not Quelly? Wait,
it is not Quelly. A female swamp person who you've never seen in your life just walked up, said, "What are you doing?" and is like,
I'm just kind of looking confused. Are you his wife?
He has a condition. Sometimes he just jerks, you know, he just does one of these, and it happens. Big misunderstanding. I truly apologize.
I'm just still kind of holding. I'm gonna still kind of like move him towards like River and the rest of the group, just kind of like
he's definitely like
I
he,
am his wife.
he's-
Drop him right now.
he's bleeding profusely from the nose, which is definitely broken.
I just drop him then. I just drop him. My bad. I just drop him. My bad.
Don't let him get away. Tell us what
I dropped him in the middle of the group, so he's in the middle.
perfect.
Can we just go to this damn thing?
Can I go up
No,
to the guy?
we
and
need
be
to
like,
know.
"Okay?"
We need to know what happened to the previous group sent here to break this dam.
He is
What'd you do
moaning.
with them?
He is moaning in agony.
Probably ate them.
Baqarah, can you help? Help the guy.
What do you mean?
I think I did a good job.
What is it, Freya?
He's in pain.
No,
Who?
this is good. This is good. What did you do with the
This
other
guy?
adventurers? Tell us or you'll die.
I'm not doing a damn thing for that guy. He's a
Cragmore. You know these people are no threat to us.
Well, then where'd the other adventurers go?
I don't care about
Somebody
threats.
came here to break the dam and didn't come home. These aren't good people.
Cragmore.
Or if they are, they should be talking to us and not pointing sticks.
He
at us.
did
We
threaten
should
us.
just push them aside and keep going.
Okay, should we tie them up?
We have to
If
take
we
him
spend
back
the
to
time
the city.
tying them up, I would much rather just slice their throats and be done with it.
Whoa!
We're finally on the same
need
page.
for
Let's
that.
do
No need
it.
for
I
that.
panicked.
We don't need
I
to
was
kill
a
it.
time lady, and I
Very
tried to
good.
tell everybody.
They could come at us. They could steal our stuff.
Hey,
This is ridiculous.
it's me. It's me, Kulina. All right, you guys just keep going. I'll nurture him. It's okay. Just keep going. It's fine. Everything.
You want us to go check the other?
Oh,
Wait.
I can
Hold
go
on.
hit the other guys.
In character moments, a woman you've never seen before in your whole life
I
just said, "It's me, Quilina."
We have no idea of your ability to do this, by the way. So
Right?
we're just
They've
like,
literally never
who
seen
the
this
fuck
before.
are you? Like,
Fuck this shit, man.
we have no idea you can change who you look like. So
No,
That's
I
true.
know you have 24 silver in your scrotum.
I've seen your
Dungeon.
dick.
I mean, in Cragmore, I know that you are a wonderful war hero. Baqarah, you are beautiful beyond all means.
Okay,
River,
you know what?
Baqarah,
If you're really Quilina, what is your best friend's name?
Sax.
And Sax just pops out of the swamp woman's backpack. Starts doing the all the single ladies.
Looks like it's.
How is this possible? What are you?
You're muted again for some reason.
you're muted.
All right, so I'm
now
gonna
you're
you're
fine.
I'm gonna put my foot on the farmer's back, and I'm gonna say, "Tell us what happened to the other adventurers."
What? Oh, my nose!
Tell us what happened, or we'll crush your head.
Oh yes.
I didn't see all my nose adventures.
Tell us what happened. Come on. I squished down a little
Oh.
harder.
Oh, let me crush him.
Oh,
Can
I
roll
saw. Can you
Can I roll
roll insight? Yeah.
See what he's like afraid of, so that we can intimidate him, or
Oh, I'm gonna intimidate him with my foot.
I could do more than that.
Oh, 24. My foot is very
Jesus
intimidating.
Christ.
It is. All right, you are both rolling very well. He is starting to urinate himself. Freya, your
Jesus
insight is
Christ.
telling you that he's terrified. That's you are reading his whole body language, and he is just scared for his life.
do it, Cragmore.
I saw him. The adventurers. You. What was it you wanted to know about? The
They
adventurers.
came to break your dam, and they didn't go home. What happened?
They went home. They were like, "Fuck the Empire," and they left.
Are you willing to come back? Fuck it.
We
You
believe
have
it.
to come back to the city and say that to the person who ordered us to break this.
I feel like that's not a thing you say to Imperial officials.
Motherfucker, you have no choice. Die here or take your chances there.
How about we go backwards and I let you break the dam, and I go back to that whole run thing that the blue feller was saying.
You're not going anywhere. We either
most
need those
ideal.
adventurers or you to come back to the city.
All right. How about last offer, final offer?
I squeezed my foot down harder.
I can't give you my final offer if I got no breath.
We don't care. Pick your options. Show us the adventurers to come back to the city, or you come back to the city.
God, I love
Okay.
Cragmore so much
Okay,
right now.
okay, I'll show them to you. I'll show you. I'm sorry. Please take the foot.
All right, I pick him up by the shirt. Where?
Okay. This way, over here. And he points across the dam, across the river.
Do I see anything over there?
We trust him.
Road.
No.
You see swamp people.
Okay. Help us take this dam apart and then take us to the adventurers. Deal?
Well, we can't cross the river without the dam.
Okay,
Oh, good point. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so it was over here, right?
Wait. Maybe we should have Quelina go ask and make sure. Listen. I've tortured a lot of people, and they usually just start saying shit after a while. I think we should probably have her check and make sure this is doubling up.
Good point.
I'm in
Swamp
a
Lady,
trance.
go ask the rest of them what the hell happened.
Oh, no, I start turning back to Quelina because
Oh,
I'm in a
shit.
trance
No, go
watching
back.
Cragmore.
Go back.
Wait.
Because he is so handsome and
Oh,
so brave,
Oh.
just shoving his foot on this man's throat, and I flicker from Quelina, from my swamp lady, and I just.
Okay.
Uncle, do you have this effect on all these women? Always?
Oh,
Jeez.
I try not to, but what can I say?
Such a ladies'
Can I
man.
ask a question really quick? How far away from the dam is everyone, including all the other 6 people?
You guys are like maybe 50 feet from the water's edge, so like the edge of this side of the dam. And the 6 people are coming and going, crossing the dam out into the nearby grasses and other places to grab more stuff for said dam.
How rapid is the water? Sorry.
And yeah.
Given
Sorry,
that
sorry.
it's spreading out, it's now very slow.
And
Okay.
I believe that our mission here is to destroy the dam.
That's what Nuck told you, yes.
Fuck, what was the actual mission?
That's a good question.
Hey, you said destroy the dam and find the people who were missing that came here.
So while that they
Take
are,
it till you make it, Nuck.
oh god,
I'm trying to
I have
get
a bad
past
idea.
the dam.
I have a bad idea, guys.
What's that? What was
So while everyone is like talking to the guy,
Mhm.
I just want to kind of sneak away from the group
Mhm.
towards the dam. Can I get like close to the dam without anyone really like noticing?
How close?
Like, let me see. Within 10 feet.
No, one of the other swamp people is gonna be like, "Hey, hey!" Pulls out his stick. What you doing?
Jesus fucking
Okay,
Christ.
never mind. I kind of stopped.
This
my
is
effort.
just a fucking.
Can I? Oh, how
This
do
guy
I-
needs to tell his people
Ooh,
to
I have an
stand the fuck
idea.
down.
I want to. Ooh, I want to go get
Is-
River.
Is this the village that I'm familiar with?
No, the village that's down this river is still another couple days.
Okay. Just
Okay.
checking.
I
Wait.
wanna go up to River and whisper in his ear, "Hey, I need you to come put some people to sleep for me."
Mm,
I will give you a gold piece.
oh, yes.
I am easily motivated.
So can we get like close enough and
He's
for
gonna
him
to sleep some swamp people.
yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Roll the hit points for your sleep.
I'm gonna pull out my guitar and pull out some sand from the beach out of my pocket, and we are going to play a nice little lullaby for these people. Stones. 4, 6.
Holy
Yep.
shit, that's a lot.
All right. So not all 6 of them aren't in range. Some of them are off on the other side of the river gathering garbage, but you get a solid 4 of them, all the ones near you. And yeah, they hit the dirt.
Okay, and so I'm like, guys, take these people away, like 10 feet away at least, 20 feet away.
So you're
Like
gonna
I immediately
like,
listen. I'm like, okay. And I start
I'm like
grabbing him,
telling
kind of
everyone
dragging
to
him.
get out of the way, basically, of the dam.
He's the swamp dude who's still like the swamp dude with the bloody nose is like, hey, but what you doing with the and why are they sleeping?
Fine.
I'm just gonna just start dragging them away too, and just maybe just like casually tying up their hands behind their back while
Okay.
they're asleep.
Okay.
Just I'm pulling them away from the river, but just kind of up on them and just giving them a quick little tie, not much.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
So then, if everyone is like pretty much clear of the dam, with full confidence, I just march up and I like start to focus, and I kind of lean down towards the ground like in a squat. And you guys kind of hear me whispering, and you kind of start to see my. By the way, I have kind of like a scar on my face, which you can't really see because it's mostly covered in hair, but it starts to glow as I cast a spell. And I cast Earth Tremor.
A well-used utility spell. Sure. You pick a spot in the dam and you begin to rumble the earth.
Yeah. Also, you guys have a little static going on. I don't know if you know right now.
working on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
He's fixing.
Yeah.
Fixed now.
It
Yes.
does sound better, yes.
Yeah, sounds
Perfect.
good.
Nice
Oh, we
work.
gotta
Sorry.
Turn it off and on again.
Easy.
Oh.
Yeah, the dam begins to break apart.
Oh my gosh.
the-
And I just kind of like brush off my hands and like do a hair flip.
Nice job.
I'm awesome.
The swamp person's like, no, don't, you'll wake it up. That's not, I don't, well, could you let me go? I need to run.
No, you're coming back to the city with us. You don't have
Okay,
any
let
more
me
choice.
rephrase. Can we all run?
From
Why?
what?
The swamp beast. We dammed up the river so that the swamp beast would leave.
Oh, motherfucker, why didn't you tell us that?
Well, y'all didn't ask.
You threatened to kill us.
I did not threaten to kill anyone.
You put a stick in that little girl's face.
You approached me while I was at my bit.
Just slap him right across the face.
Oh my god.
His already broken nose, just blood everywhere.
I'm back to Quelina, right?
Yes, you are Colina.
What
So-
do I know anything about swamp beasts?
There are beasts that dwell in swamps.
I feel like this is something I might know about.
Like there are creatures, swamp creatures, and some of them are particularly nasty, but they're usually like real swamps, not swamps that happen to come out of a dam.
Okay.
But as that river does break up, some of the trash on the bottom is kind of stubborn about floating away, and floats to the surface and reaches out one trash-covered arm and drags itself up onto the banks. Puts out another and drags forward and heaves up off, standing up into this swamp land, 9 feet tall, mostly made of dead wood branches, and a good amalgamation of trash.
I pick up the farmer and shove him away. Like, get the hell out of here.
Good luck.
I get it.
So it's literally only trash. We see only trash. That's
what
it.
you see.
No eyeballs, no nothing.
No eyeballs,
9
no
feet
nothing.
of trash.
It's approximately humanoid in shape in that it has arms and legs and a body, but there's no head. There's no conceivable like creature of any kind inside it. But yeah, you see a big old trash monster. It kind of raises its arms, and you hear this just kind of ambient like humming noise that's growing in sound. A lot of the wood starts to break as it kind of assumes its full height to get to that 9 foot. It rears back and chucks a huge like piece of dead stump directly at Nuck.
Wait, fuck! I want to do an action before as it's coming. I didn't want to let the guy go. I didn't want to let the dude leave. I wanted to grab him.
You have a chance to do that.
Is that possible for me to stop him?
Yeah.
Even if I just bop on the fucking head, like just knock him the
You
fuck
want to
up.
knock him out?
I don't want to fucking bop his ass. I want him to,
Okay.
I want him to be not leave. Yeah.
Cragmore lets him go. Nuck backhands him onto the ground.
Okay.
A half of a dead stump is flying through the air at Nuck's head, and we'll pick up here next week.
Wait, what?
Cliffhanger.
I was just taking notes though.
Love it.
Flying stump.
There, you put the ... At the end.
Question. Question really quick. On the
Yes.
roll 20 thing, I clicked Earth Tremor because I only get to use that once per rest, right? Like, so...
So Earth Tremor is a first level spell, and you can use that as many times as you have first level slots, which I believe you have 3 of at the moment. So you could cast
Right.
it 3 times per day.
So I clicked on it, and it still says I have 3 slots remaining.
Yeah, it doesn't burn slots when you click them. You have to hit
I
the
just have to
little
keep track.
decrement button. Like there's a little down arrow in the slots remaining. You can click.
Oh, gotcha. And then that saves?
Yeah, it'll stick.
Neat. Thanks.
Hey, Randy,
Yes, sir.
killed it.
I think you all killed it. This is a great opening session. Nice work, everybody.
Great time.
I am so sorry.
Why?
Why you keep thinking you're doing bad for some reason? I'm not.
trash.
Dude, you're the only person
Did a
thinking
good
that.
job.
You're not.
Next
You
time I
literally-
won't be this drunk, okay? I promise.
You're literally doing
literally
fine.
really
I
nervous
don't
all
think.
the
I
time.
genuinely. I'm being honest.
You know what imposter syndrome is?
Yes, I do.
That's
I
what you
have that
have
all the
right now.
time. I don't have that. I just know that I didn't do well. But
You
you
really-
guys
You
did
it
great.
right now.
did
You're
an
doing
You
excellent
did great.
job.
Like literally everyone did really like this was just solid all around. Like honestly, it was
Agreed. I have run for many new parties. You guys are doing excellently. Even Frivy, who's being real mean to herself for no particular reason.
Yeah, I know. What-
I was also being really mean to Baqarah.
You were really mean to Baqarah
You
for
know
a
what?
little
It's
bit.
fine. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Everyone
It's
was just
character
really
building.
racist.
Sassiness
Like
in me
it. What the
just
hell?
came
Dude, it's
out, and I
character
was
building. It's
very
good.
confused
You know what?
why you had such a sweet voice but such a dark demeanor.
You want to, you know?
See?
take
I mean, that's a
bullet for
normal
being
question,
pale,
a
that's
normal
fine.
concern.
God.
Real mean, but you know, whatever.
Like, I mean, we get all these different races from all
For
these
someone
different
who can't
places. Of
decide
course,
on
there's
a
gonna be a little
skin
friction.
color, you sure are critical of other skin colors. I'm just saying.
Yeah, really.
Damn.
But remember,
Burn.
I don't understand my own changing. I don't understand. Like, I just know that I change and it's
She's
weird.
still learning about her body.
Yes,
Uh,
and so I'm judging everybody else while it happens. I'm
So-
like a teenager, okay?
Like
I'm
an
actually like
adult
90,
puberty.
but I'm a teenager still.
Oh my god. Love it.
So things from chat. Pepper, when you're talking in your character voice, you're a little quiet, so you might consider turning yourself up.
Oh,
And
I will.
sometimes I can't hear River. Sometimes I can't. I get.
Correct. Sometimes I can't hear River. Frequently, I can't hear Lauren, but I think it's because she's not talking to her microphone.
I am.
Yeah, it was randomly muting. Yeah, yeah, it was
Yeah.
She
weird.
mused herself.
It was like
It
randomly
was
muted.
Sax. It was Sax.
It was Sax.
Honestly,
Was
yeah.
it
Definitely
literally? Was
Sax.
it literally muting? Or you
Yeah.
just, like,
No,
you
it was
could-
literally like you'd be like sometimes you were right at the mic and nothing came
Right.
out.
Oh, but it's not like actually muting.
Oh no, yeah, your Zoom was never
Because
muted.
that would definitely be Sax.
Yeah.
Just fucking shit up. Just means
Um,
All right, hey, Frivy, a guy named Night Reaper says, coming from 15 years of experience, you did great as a new player. 15 years.
Aw.
If that dude thinks you did great, then,
that
you know,
shit
I've been
just
playing for 8
doesn't
months. I
make
think you did great. He's been playing for 15
Yeah,
years.
I agree.
Dungeon,
She
I
thinks
think you're
everyone's lying to
amazing.
her.
yeah, I just
Everyone's-
Truly,
there's
as a
no
dungeon, I
amount
think
of
you did
praise that fixes
Truly
this.
amazing. Like I'm still trying to figure out my character, and I just
You
I'm
are your
all
character.
kind
You're
of
doing great.
sassy,
Yep,
and I
we
just
definitely
like
all are.
literally
Everyone's
like me.
doing
I don't
exceptionally
know
well.
who I am, and like me is me. Like I'm sassy sometimes. Sometimes I'm nice. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
That's
So I guess
perfect. It makes
that's
for an
happening.
interesting
All I
character.
know is that I'm
Yeah.
in love with you, and you're a war hero. And if you just step on some other people's throats,
Farmers, swamp
I
farmers.
might orgasm.
Those poor farmers.
That poor guy. He was literally trying to do good. He had the intelligence of a small lizard, and he got
No,
beat
man.
the shit
No.
out of him for it.
Okay.
He had the wrong
alright.
approach. You catch a lot more flies with honey than vinegar.
Absolutely.
Y'all approached him out of the blue, looking threatening.
Nah, he was acting like an asshole. Nah, fuck that.
was.
First.
I tried to warn him to the best of my ability.
You did.
all right?
You did. You were nice enough to him.
I tried
Unlike,
to help him.
unlike
I tried
these
to be
bitches.
his wife.
That's
okay? I tried to love
No,
him
I'm-
and let everybody else run past.
No,
I'm
that
trying not to waste my
motherfucker.
time.
No. I'm not
Who's
letting the
gonna
motherfucker
do?
go. I'm not gonna goddamn do all this work and kill a trash monster for that bitch to turn into trash again, and us not have proof that we fucking did something. He ain't going fucking nowhere. All right.
Well, that's true.
It's
Uh,
True.
Killing people
Kinda
for
out of
no
character,
financial
sounds
gain
like.
is just immoral.
we
That's
will
all I-
See? See?
Exactly.
Break his fucking legs.
That's why we gotta
Take it
just
with
do
us.
it. You know.
Thank you, Snuffles, for the 5.
Thank you, Snuff.
Yeah,
Gotta get them souls, dog.
All right,
Anyway.
we're gonna close it out here. Chat, we super duper appreciate how many of you stuck around. 700 plus all night. Most of the night we were at 9. That's stellar for a new D&D game.
That's amazing.
We really do hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you want to come back and watch more every week.
Every Wednesday.
Every
I'll
week,
keep researching and get better. I promise. Come
Oh my,
back.
jeez.
every week, Lauren will stop thinking she's garbage a little more.
Actually, end up seeing a porn between me and Cragmore.
Yeah.
Cragmore.
Cragmore.
And Sax is back there like, yeah.
Get it.
Tune in to see what happens.
If any of you players are interested in growing your own followings, would like to post your socials into chat, now is the time. If you'd like to rep someone else or do whatever the fuck, now is that moment.
I'm repping everybody else. Cragmore's amazing. River's amazing. Nuck is okay. But Baqarah, Freya,
Baqarah.
Baqarah. I still don't.
Backgammon. I mean,
This character's just so complicated to play, honestly. I'm
Right.
really like I'm
Um,
trying to nail it, but you know.
Chat, all the players have their social info in their Google Doc if you do exclamation point and their character name, or if you'd like to head to the Discord where we have a D&D channel with the pins with those permanently linked.
Click my name in chat if you want.
Click Seismic's name in chat. He streams music on Friday nights. It's lovely.
That sounds nice.
It's late as fuck, but it's lovely.
It is late.
It fits his bard character, the musical.
Yeah, remember this is every Wednesday, by the way, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So
True.
every Wednesday.
Look forward to you guys coming back. If you want to see more D&D with some of these players, but not all of them, we normally run my games on my channel on
link your
Thursdays and Saturdays. Of course, we won't be this week because most of this group will be at TwitchCon.
Right.
What is it? Is it shout out? Is that the command?
I would just post the link.
I think that's it.
It sucks.
Know. Fuck it. I'm just post a link. But yeah, mostly I just want to talk about like how good you guys have been. Oh, thank you, Crazed. You're awesome. As a chat, like many of you do seem interested, and that's awesome. I think it's super cool that more people get into D&D. It's awesome. So yeah, next week, hopefully we'll see some of you at TwitchCon. It'll be good times. Big Pog.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, players. You're awesome. Thanks, chat.
Type in chat for like 100,000 coins for Snuffles dropping 5, Fribby with the 5, Jax dropping 5, Adeline dropped 5.
I dropped 10. Thank you very much.
Oh, Fribby dropped 10. Sorry about that. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. JJ dropped 1.
Seismic dropped 5.
You.
All the 5 drops.
Had to give that purple peep a sub.
That purple peep.
My roommate from college.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, true.
Best friends. Yeah.
Asking about fanfics.
She's awesome.
Yep.
She's a costume designer for a show in Vegas.
Oh, that's fun. I know some people who could use some Vegas level costumes.
Indeed.
By the way, we get to start next week's campaign off with combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the case. You'd like to
True.
see some fire and swords and death.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Captain Planet episode where we clean up a bunch of trash.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we're killing this stream. Thanks, everybody. All players, give your waves. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being
Thanks for
here.
hanging out.